From the StreamYard Studios on YouTube, this is Jeopnerdy. And here's your host, John DeMarco.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Jeopardy. We're glad you're here. Joining us, as always, is our co-host, Professor Brainy Specs.
Oh, we're live? When did that happen? Oh,
About
hey,
30
John.
seconds ago.
Oh, okay. Hey, John, it's good to be here.
Well, I'd say a quick hello to everyone. We're glad you're joining us, as always. First was Bird of Prey 5, a Kapla. Good to see you. Hello also to Brad Buffalo 7. Looks like he was dealing with some pew-pews before we started. Greetings to Mikey. Glad you're here. Hello also to Professor Brainy Specs. Already said hello to him. Hello also to T-Dowd, Mr. Vice President, Mercer, and Thomas Potts. I think that brings us up to date.
Very good. Welcome, everyone.
Glad you're here. Our defending champion, Omnicast, isn't with us yet. Hopefully he'll be joining us a little bit later. But we'll bring up our 3 fresh contestants for round 1. So let's welcome up the original True Ultimate Champion, Bird of Prey 5, and Mercer.
Hey, Jim, I'm playing the first round, okay?
Hello, everyone. Don't think I don't know this is some sort of weird trap set by.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
Trap.
I will play your silly game tonight.
Well, good luck with that.
What's going on? I didn't think I'd get in the first round. Cool.
Well, welcome, Mercer. Welcome, Bird. And welcome, Original True Ultimate Champion or whatever.
Wow. Such a disrespect.
Wow. Well, it's such a long name that it doesn't fully display on my screen. So I had to figure that out.
Sounds like a problem with your screen.
Maybe
Maybe you need a bigger monitor.
Well, tell me, Bird, looking at his name, what do you see?
Original True Ultimate Champion.
Yeah, well, I've got Original True Ultim.
Really?
Really?
It fits perfectly fine on my screen.
Lolly da.
Are we doing turns or buzzers?
That's up to you folks.
Turns are the only honest method.
Only honest method. Why is the other method not honest?
Because buzzers are subjective as to when you can buzz in.
Really?
Yeah.
How is that?
Because sometimes the question's not finished being asked and it's okay to buzz in. And sometimes the question's been asked for like 2 seconds and nobody's buzzed in yet, even though they've been trying to buzz in.
Well, typically the rule is if we are doing buzzers, you can't buzz in until the question is done. Otherwise, you're disqualified from that question.
And that would be fine if you guys were doing it in the same room, like real Jeopardy. But being that people are on delays of 1 or 2 seconds, depending where they are in the world or whatever's going on with the internet, it's just not fair because we don't always know when the question's done being asked.
But you're talking about the world, and when you say hello world, we can all hear it.
Mercer has a point.
Can't argue with that.
But we can do turns if you want.
I will never trust a buzzer system controlled by the big library, so I'm against it.
I mean, in the beginning, I was all for the buzzer system. And I thought that would be great. And in theory, it would be. It just, in practice, that extra second or two of lag, it ruins the game. I
Yeah,
mean, unfortunately,
Uh-huh.
I know
I-
what
because
you
it's always the same people that generally
I-
get charged with that. They don't have any hope of coming in
Uh-huh.
unless they buzz early. And
Uh-huh.
if you
I'm
buzz early,
sensing
you take a risk. You
sensing a
buzz
little
too
double
early.
speak there, John. A little fear mixed in.
It's a distinct possibility.
Well, since we are playing with turns, are you all ready to play?
Was that a line from Star Trek, John? It sounds like, when somebody says it's a distinct possibility, it sounds like a Next Generation line. I can't think of it.
You're close. It's based on Reliant could be hiding behind that rock.
No, there was another character that used the phrase "a distinct possibility."
Well, that's
I
possible.
can't think of who it is. Yeah.
I think Data also said that. But
Sounds
Oh
like
no,
something he would
it was
say.
from like a girlfriend of somebody. It's like it's a distinct possibility, and then you'll have to find out. I'll place it later.
Didn't Jed
Oh,
see
okay.
us do that?
Hmm.
The war.
No, it's Dax. When Dax here, I remembered when
That's what I
Worf
just said.
was looking for the Klingon operas that she had, and she was taking the operas from him, and she's like, "You might lose them," and she's like, "It's a
That's it.
distinct possibility."
That's right.
And that's the tone I heard when you said it. I heard that in my head.
Ah.
You remember what I'm talking about now?
Yes, I do, actually.
He's saying
Yeah.
I
that
do.
I know that's
you were in love with Worf.
it's a very strange pull, but when you said it, that was what I was thinking. I just needed a minute to place where I heard it. Because she's like, it's a distinct possibility in terms of possibly losing the operas.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, it was just a motivation to get him to come back from the mission. They were going to the wormhole or something. Anyway, sorry.
Very dangerous place to be, Mr. President, Vice President. He says
Knowledge
I can
is
see
power.
Bird's logic.
I agree, Brad Wolf.
All right, now we're ready. Sorry, I just had to know what that was from, and I just needed a minute.
I am also ready.
I am ready.
All right. Well, let's play Jeopnerdy.
I knew it was a girlfriend that said it.
Our first category is stem bolts.
What?
Bad captains.
Oh.
Klingon Bird of Prey episodes. Our visual category. Gardeners. And finally, planets in TOS. I'm going to tell you the name of an episode, and you're going to tell us the planet they visited.
We are?
That's the goal, anyway.
Okay. Just you say it's so certain, like we're definitely gonna do this. You're right.
All right. Come on. Boothby for 100. Gardeners.
Gardeners for 100 for the original true ultimate champion.
Come on. Boothby.
He posed as a gardener while assigned to the Cardassian embassy on Romulus.
Who was Garrick?
That's correct.
They actually talk more about that in the book.
Plain and simple.
Yeah. They should talk more about that in Stitch in Time.
Well done, original true ultimate champion. Bird of Prey 5, it is your
I
turn.
know.
Let's do bad captains.
For how much?
100.
500.
He made some morally questionable choices in an attempt to get his crew home from the Delta Quadrant.
Oh, that's
What?
easy. Oh, it's 100. Never mind.
Who is what was his name? Ransom? Who's Ransom?
That's correct.
Wow, that's harder for a $100 question than I would have imagined.
I thought that was pretty easy myself, but Mercer, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I'll take Bird of Prey episodes for 300.
I want you to name the episode.
What is Call to Arms?
That's it.
Yeah,
Yay.
we got that one.
And by the way, it was mentioned last week, you may want to maximize your browser window and also your StreamYard controls for like pictures. All right, Original True Ultimate Champion, it's your turn.
All right, want to know what the stem bolt thing is? So we'll go with 300.
300, you sure?
Yeah, 300. We'll go in the middle.
Gork's attempt to sell a large supply of stem bolts for 10 bars of latinum was foiled by this Ferengi's very uncharacteristic benevolence.
Interesting. I know this one, but I want to give everyone else a chance, so we'll pass.
How nice of you.
Bird of Prey 5.
What is the Grand Nagus?
It's close enough. Technically, I was looking for
Zach.
Zach. There you go.
If we had just answered inconceivable, would that have been a correct answer?
I'm not sure that means what you think it means.
Oh, okay. As long as we got that cleared up. Thank you.
That was a good response, John.
Thank you.
Bird, you got that one right. You stole some points, and it is your turn.
Let's
You accepted the
do
gift of points, I think you made.
He stole them.
Bad
That's what
Captains
Krogans do.
for
Bad
200.
Captains for 200.
Blaming Janeway for his temporal psychosis and forced retirement, this former captain attempted to eliminate Voyager from the timeline.
Was Captain Braxton.
You got it.
He's the one. Mercer, we got a
I'll
good
try
game going. It's your turn.
Birds of Prey episodes for 400. What is Redemption Part 2?
That's right.
Nicely done. Original True Ultimate Champion.
Gardeners for 300.
In an alternate future, Geordi claimed that this wife of his was quite a gardener.
Wait, so you want the wife's name?
Yes,
Who is Leah Brahms?
that's right.
Yeah, she ate Fujini.
She grew it.
Bird, your turn.
Continue with Bad Captains at 300.
After the death of his entire crew, his violation of the Prime Directive to obtain the secret of immortality turned out to be fruitless.
Oh, I think I know this one. Pass, both of you. I could use some points.
Pass.
Pass.
Mercer,
Pass.
Original True Ultimate Champion.
Was it who is Tracy? Captain Tracy?
That's right.
Awesome.
Impressive.
Omega Glory.
Yep.
Most impressive. Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll take 500 for Birds of Prey episodes. I don't know. else. You don't know this one. Let me think. That's why it's a $500 one, right?
Indeed.
I'm gonna have to pass.
Original True Ultimate Champion.
It's a Voyager episode, I'm pretty sure. Man, I want to say it's the one where Chakotay was in the collective thing, but I think it's a different one, the other one.
Bird of Prey 5.
Pass.
But you were correct, Cinnabon. It was
man.
Unity.
I love these non-CGI shots of the Borg cube. There's just something ominous about the original model of it.
Yeah, sense of scale, and it was hard to get in a CGI model.
It was just the CGI models look good, but there was just something ominous about the way they shot it for those early episodes. I can't
All right.
describe it.
Bad captains for 400.
It's Original True Ultimate Champion's turn.
Oh,
Oh. So Bird wants bad captains for 400. So we'll go with bad captains for 500. We have to block
What's
that
that?
one.
son of a bitch.
All right, 500.
After being dropped from the academy, he went into the merchant service, eventually becoming the captain of the SS Beagle, whose crew of 47 he didn't do a great job of protecting.
What? Pass?
Bird of Prey 5.
Beagle? What?
Yeah, it was the last episode, but pass.
Mercer.
Pass.
That was Captain R.M. Merrick from the episode Bread and Circuses.
Bird of Prey 5. Your turn.
Oh, let's finish bad captains.
He may have been a hero. He may even
Who is
have been a
Tim
great-
Waters?
No, I'm tempted to disqualify you for answering before I finished, but I'll give it to you this time.
You know, I was waiting for that guy to come up in this.
That was the
category.
entire reason I was using that category.
Because I
I
actually used
thought it was
the
going to be the $100 question.
the entire phrase "bad captain" was spoken in the quote.
Exactly. I'm sorry. I'm
I was
sorry.
waiting for it too, Bird.
But
I'm right
that's why
there
I was
with you.
waiting for it from the very first question.
I was waiting for it too, and I was hoping that you wouldn't get it, and then I would get it.
Well, I got you the lead,
I
Bird, but
just
it
watched
is,
Valiant the other day.
It's a good episode, pretty good.
Shoot.
but it is Mercer's turn.
All right, I'll take planets and TOS for 400.
Umarns for Adonais.
I have no idea. Pass. I was going to say
Original True
Road.
Ultimate Champion.
Pass.
Bird of Prey 5.
Pass.
Pollux 4.
I was thinking Palix, but that wouldn't have been right.
OTUC, it's your turn.
All right, we're going to block planets for 500.
The Galileo 7.
Pass.
Bird of Prey 5.
Good block.
The planet with the Yetis. Pass.
Mercer.
Pass.
Ah, dang it. I wish so.
Taurus 2.
Did you think of it, Bunny?
No, I was a wasted because nobody knew anyway. So
Uh,
that's too bad.
all right, Bird, you got the lead and control.
Let's do Klingon and Bird of Prey episodes for 200. The one with core. Fruit of life.
Great shot.
What is once more into the breach?
Very good. You can save your points you got for answering that one correctly.
I believe you said into the breach, not unto. So
Yeah,
did
I was
say
gonna say,
into.
dude, because I was
Oh,
about to
shit.
get that one right. Bird.
Mercer, maybe you'll get the next one right.
I'll take stem balls for 400.
While recovering supplies that had been stolen by pirates from this species, Reed noted that they wouldn't be running out of stem bolts anytime soon.
Oh, who are Osiris or no, Osiris Osirian pirates? Osarian pirates? Who are
Hey,
Osarian pirates?
I think you got it. Very good.
Thank you.
Very well done, and that got you the lead. Original
Sweetness.
True Ultimate Champion, your turn.
all right, we'll try gardeners for 500.
Flint described this robot that he had created as his butler, housekeeper, gardener, and guardian.
Who the hell is Flint? Pass.
He's a guy from G.I. Joe.
Birdo, pray 5.
Flint described. Pass.
Mercer,
I'll be passing on that one.
M4.
What?
Called it. Not to be confused with M5. Just do something totally different.
exactly. Exactly. All
So
right.
that computer had a gardener? What?
Got a tight game going here, Bird. It is your turn.
Dude.
What was that?
Gardeners for 200.
As a longtime academy groundskeeper, he was very experienced as a gardener.
Oh, man.
Boots B.
That's right.
Softball question.
That was 200.
I thought that was going to be the 100.
Mercer, it's your turn. Everybody knows Garrick was a gardener. Come on.
I'll do stem bolts for 200.
Noggin Jake traded 5,000 rapages of this Cardassian condiment for 100 gross of self-sealing stem bolts.
I don't know that episode. I know the playing card episode, so I'm going to pass.
Original True Ultimate Champion.
What is
Oh, I know what it is, guys.
Yamcha?
Too late. Sorry.
What is Yamek sauce?
Indeed.
That's what I was going to guess. Oh, killing me, snails. I knew it as soon as I said no. I knew what it was.
Stem
Stole
bolts
those
for
points?
100 then.
100. All right.
He accepted a position to teach engineering at Starfleet Academy because somebody had to teach officers the difference between a warp matrix flux capacitor and a self-sealing stem bolt.
Who was O'Brien?
That's correct.
Who said that quote, though? Was it O'Brien that said the quote?
Yeah, O'Brien said that, yeah.
Yeah, but it
Indeed, he did.
wasn't he like drunk or under the influence or frustrated or something? What episode is that from?
That's the last one. What you leave behind?
Oh,
All right,
Cool.
Bird, you got a slim lead, but it is your turn.
Let's finish off.
Yes.
Guard
Gardeners?
Let's finish up. Let's do the what?
I think you're messing with me, Bird.
Let's do Klingon bird of prey episodes.
All right.
Oh my God. And you will not survive ours.
It's one of my favorite. I love that shot. It's a great shot.
If an apology will give, I give it. But I don't remember. Pass.
Mercer.
What is the defector?
That's correct.
Nicely done, Mercer. And it is your turn.
Let's do gardeners for. No, let's do planets for 300.
All are yesterdays.
I know it. Give me a second. I know it. What is Sarpedian?
That's correct. Well done.
Just took me a minute to remember.
Excellent.
The reason I
All
know
right,
it is because of a mistake, but I'll tell you about that after. In the episode where Gowron was Chancellor, he mentioned that planet when Gowron was talking about leading the war against the Dominion, and he wants to attack that planet. For some reason, I just remember the connection between that and the original series. You remember that, what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
And Martok is like, our battle cruisers won't even scratch their defenses.
All right, original true ultimate champion. It's your turn.
Let's go for stem bolts for 500.
When confronted by a Jeopner about a prison escape tool, Bashir replied that it was either a self-sealing stem bolt or this other tool. He just wasn't sure.
Self-sealing stem bolt or a reverse ratcheting something or another. Something ratcheting. I'm pretty sure it was like reverse ratcheting. Shit. Pass.
Bird of Prey 5.
Yeah.
Bird.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Pass.
Mercer.
Even though I'm pretty sure I know what it is, I'm not going to risk it, so I'm going to pass. But I was going to say reverse ratcheting router, but I'm not going to count it. Yep, that would have gotten it.
That would have been
That's
it.
it. That's it.
Damn it! That's what I was gonna say too.
But I just didn't want to risk it.
You should have said it.
Sounded too
All right.
easy.
Well, it's
like,
easier for
router.
you because you know all the frickin' answers.
I didn't say it was easy. I just said he should have said it.
Tied.
All right,
Have we had a
Bird, it's
daily
your-
double yet?
It's your turn, Bird. I don't know. Have we?
Shit. No, we haven't had the daily double.
It's your guard. Gotta be
Oh
guard.
my God.
Pick
Let's
daily
do
double.
gardeners for 400.
There it is.
Son of a bitch.
2,500.
Look at
Minimum
how
All right.
score.
look
All
at how
right, Bird, you-
satisfied John looks.
You
John
have,
was like, I'm super happy.
if I may finish, Bird, you have 2,500 points. You're 400 off the lead.
400 off the lead, plus there's 300 other points. So if Mercer gets 400 plus another
He gets the
4
2.
plus
We have
5,
to hear this.
let's
And-
go with 1,000.
All right, for 1,000 points.
He once took a position as a gardener in a monastery with no other ambition but to grow the most lovely forlorn bromeliads on the planet.
Um, who was Antos?
Antos? Can you be a little bit more specific?
No,
It's a Bajoran guy, right?
Bajoran Vedic or something. Vedic
Uh,
Antos.
Well, I want to check with the professor about something because I was typically I'm looking for what would for anybody other Bajoran would be a last name.
Oh.
So Antos was technically this guy's first name.
Yeah, that's true, John.
You think would you be comfortable with accepting that?
I wouldn't.
Your
Don't
name's
give me any
Mm.
special treatment.
I'm not giving you any
You-
special
you-
treatment.
Usually we go with the surname unless you specifically ask for the first name.
Give him half.
That's like
Right,
negative
but
double
if-
points.
Kira isn't. It's not. Kira is her last. Right. It's Kira Nerys, but Kira is her last name. Or whatever
Her surname.
I said
come up with a
surname,
new
not
question.
last name.
I know what
Come up
you.
with a
I'm
new
sorry,
question.
but right.
Mikey says give him 500.
That's what I said.
Oh, just give him his points. He got 1,000 points. No one would have gotten that first
John?
name anyway.
Yeah, that's why I'll give the points to you, Bird. Because honestly, I thought you would much more likely remember his name, Barile, which is what I was looking for.
Right.
Probably.
Good job, Bird.
Mercer, you got 2 clues
I'll
left,
take
planets and
200.
TOS.
200.
Two.
I should have really guessed a ratcheting router, but bummer. And I should have known the other one.
Where
Pass.
no man has gone before.
Pass.
Original True Ultimate Champion.
Oh no, it's stupid because it was in the 09 movie too, wasn't it? That planet that was what was it called? Never mind.
That movie was so dumb.
Birdo Prey 5.
Is fast.
What was you going to say?
I was going to say M113.
That would have been
Oh.
incorrect. So it's a good thing you passed. It was Delta Vega.
Yep, it was in the 2009 movie.
But it was in no way the same planet. I'm sorry, you can't see Vulcan from
Just when Vulcan was
Vega.
really big.
I just remember the computer that Kirk was talking to was like, "You've arrived at Delta Vega."
All right, Original True Ultimate Champion. You get the last clue.
Come on, Earth.
And here it comes.
Amok time.
What is? What is Vulcan?
That's correct.
Wait, what if you were asking about the other planet they were trying to go to?
Yeah, see, that's what I was worried. It was gonna be some weird trick question.
It never actually got there in the episode, so that one doesn't count.
But they got space sick.
All right.
1700.
I'm gonna put the link for Cosmobuzz in the private chat for you. And consider how much you would like to bet on this category.
I've considered it.
Star Trek Ghostbusters Connections.
Oh, man, I should probably
Yay! I'm gonna have to
change
go.
my bet, but I'm too
I'm
honorable.
gonna have to go 20. Let's see. 2, 8.
We run down the scores. Well, they consider
Oh,
how much they're betting.
What is Sub Rosa?
I should deduct points for guessing before the clues actually revealed. Birdo Prey 5 is in the lead at 3,500. Mercer has 2,900 in second place, and Original True Ultimate Champion has 1,700.
What was that ghost's name?
And we have a ringer in the Cosmo Buzz. They're saying all of Cinnabon's points times Mercer is what they're betting.
I'm already betting all my points. It doesn't matter. I have
And
1,700,
Bird,
right?
you
That's
have
what I bet,
1,700.
Yeah, that's what I bet.
Bird, I don't see you in the Cosmo Buzz.
I
Are
don't
you
see
headed
a
there?
link. I don't see a link to the Cosmo. Oh, I was in the wrong chat. Sorry about that, Professor.
No problem.
Ah, Ronan. The tickle ghost.
There we go. There's Bird.
Hmm.
These are some great questions tonight. Whoever came up with these questions.
It's
Thank
John,
you.
of
They're terrible.
course.
Ghostbuster connections, huh?
Indeed.
Entering your bet amounts right now.
Did I put down the right amount?
Well, you tell me. All right.
Yes.
Because I've not entered it yet, but I have
Okay.
now.
Okay.
All right. And now let's reveal our clue.
This Star Trek film used a different VFX company than usual because ILM was busy working on Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and Ghostbusters 2.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla!
Interesting. A little angry right now. I forgot when these movies were made. So we're just going to go with this one. This one had a different.
Enter your responses. And let's find out who won. Original True Ultimate Champion, you had 1,700 points. And your response.
Probably 4.
Star Trek 5, that is actually correct. So
Oh, wow.
nicely done.
Awesome.
Well
All of
done. You bet all of it indeed. Taking you to 3,400 points. Let's see if that will be enough for you, Bunny. Mercer, you had 2,900 points, and your response.
Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier. That is correct.
0. Come on, 0.
And he said, the FX sucked. Who are you going to call, of course? And how much did you bet?
No.
2,890 points, giving you 5,790 points. And you currently have the lead. Let's see how Bird did here. You had the lead at 3,500 points, Bird.
Such an
And
easy question.
your response.
Star Trek 5, you got it.
How much was your
Clearly,
wager?
I won. There's no reason to continue.
You bet 0 points, leaving you at 3,500 points. And Mercer.
No.
Cheated.
There were ones and zeros that are missing.
There were not.
Yay, I could get a drink and celebrate for a second until I lose the next round.
Well done, Mercer. And well done all. That was a good game.
Indeed.
Close game.
Rigged.
They called the wrong special
3,400
effects
points in
company.
3rd place. That's why
You know,
you
it's
wanted
funny.
me to join tonight so badly.
It's funny because my newspaper, before Star Trek 5 came out, my newspaper, their entire entertainment section was dedicated to an article about the special effects for Star Trek 5 and how they had hired a new company. And they showed this big picture of the Klingon ship and the Enterprise. And I'm like, man, this is going to rock. And the special effects ended up turning out like crap. But they had like the models of the ships like set up on motion control rigs, and they took a picture of it.
Although I'll say that Star Trek V does have one of my favorite FX shots of all the Star Trek films, and that's the shot of the Enterprise in front of the moon. I love that shot. It's gorgeous.
It's a good
You know
one.
what shot? You know what shot I do like? It's very subtle, but when they're in the room with the wheel, the steering wheel, you can see them gradually getting closer to the cluster of stars at the center of the galaxy as the movie goes on. The longer you're in that room, the closer you see those. I think that is one of the most beautiful things in that movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I like when
I
they're
do.
shooting up through the decks on the gravity boost, and they go past the same number 2 or 3 times.
Well, that clues you into what's really happening.
That it's all a dream,
hmm
and that the Enterprise has 70 decks. All of a
Right.
sudden.
It's another
Right.
clue. Yes.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Bird.
Bird.
Take
Good
my
Thank
night,
you.
leave as I
Thank you,
figure out
original
how to
true ultimate champion.
Yeah.
unrig
Thank
the
you
game
for
for next time.
having me come on to humiliate me. We're happy about that. Bye.
Thanks for playing.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Well, let's bring up our next 2 contestants to challenge Mercer in round 2. So let's say hello to Mr. Vice President and to Mikey.
Hello,
I'm changing my avatar.
Okay.
how are you?
Doing good,
Pretty
thanks.
good. How's
Can,
Mr. Vice President?
I'm
Can-
mostly good, thank
Can everybody hear me okay?
Right
Hello,
at the
Mikey.
moment, we can.
Hey, Mikey, if there's a problem with your system, can I pinch hit for you?
You're not playing 2 players.
I thought you maybe wouldn't notice.
I'm a little more observant than that, Mercer. I should deduct some points for that.
But you have to look through John's beard before you'd even notice.
Is that so?
Like, how are you going to see through the Klingon cockpit with all that smoke in the background and all those Klingon foreheads and then the beard and then be able to see that I'm playing both characters, both people?
Maybe because
Tokyo
I'm not in the
Gaijin
same room
is
as
on
John.
reserve. Oh, okay. All right, Tokyo Gaijin. It's good to see you, Steve.
Mikey.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Steve.
no, that's okay. I'm all right. I'm just saying that Tokyo is ready in case I go kablooey again, so he'll defend my honor.
Mind if I get a drink real quick?
Yeah,
Sure, go ahead.
go for it.
I'm just going to run and get a drink.
By all means. Let's see who's in the chat. T Dowd, good night, sir. Hope you have a good night.
Night, T-Dowd.
Night.
See you too,
Rilla says he might be drunk enough to play in the 3rd round. We'll see.
John.
Drunk enough now?
19 gun salute for Mr. Vice President.
Oh,
Caleb
thank
says.
you better make a 21 gun salute for President DeMarco here.
And Caleb says he agrees with me. The Enterprise in front of the moon is a good shot. Yeah.
I'm back.
To me, that was the only good effect shot in the movie.
No, I think my shot was good too.
You don't like the Enterprise wobbling as she goes to warp?
What's
So
that?
The one with the stuff in the window was good.
I'll have to watch that more closely the next time I watch the movie.
Yeah, like basically they're in the window with the steering wheel. It's like 10 forward kind of. And you can see like the stars in the distance. And as they get closer to the center of the galaxy, you can see more of the large clusters as they get closer. It's very
Togi
slow.
says that shot isn't canon. There are a few million people living on the moon at the time. Well, it doesn't mean it isn't canon. It did happen in Kirk's dream, so we're just seeing his dream. It is canon. Now, if it wasn't a dream, then it's a continuity issue, not a canon issue.
No, you know what scene is? You know what makes it not canon is the scene where they meet up with Yogurt and he's like merchandising. That's where all the money from the movie is made.
I think you're mixing up your movies.
I might be. You might be right.
Now, Musa, I can't make out the on your avatar. I can't make out that person. Who is that?
It's a guy named Luthen from the Andor TV show.
Oh, okay.
He's like a good guy, bad guy. He's like a shade of gray, and I think he's cool looking.
Oh, cool.
And he might be a Jedi. He might have been a Jedi at some point.
And Mikey, is your avatar Ren and Stimpy, or am I looking at it wrong?
Ren and
It's like a
Stimpy?
birthday cake.
Oh no, that's my wedding cake. My wife was
very
dressed up as Renaissance. No, that's a wedding cake. That's
And
my
Caleb
wife
says-
was dressed up as Renaissance. That's our wedding cake.
Caleb says Mercer is correct about the cluster of stars at the center of the galaxy getting closer. And Tokyo wants to throw a flag on the play.
So I guess we better get started on round 2 then.
I suppose we should. Are you, the three of you, ready to play?
Okay, let's
Yes.
start.
Yes, please.
Let's play Jeopardy.
Yeah, we're
Jeopardy.
ready. Yeah, let's go.
The first category is tricorders. Unfortunate captains. Klingon battle cruiser episodes, a visual category. Tailors.
How can you not laugh when you say that one?
Yeah.
Planets in TNG.
Well, I'm impressed that John found 5 clues for tailors.
Oh boy.
That's why I say. That's why I'm surprised you didn't laugh when he said it.
It's
All
cool.
right, Mercer, you are the returning champion, and you go first.
I'll go right in the middle. 300.
Klingon battle cruiser episodes for 300.
Yeah. What the hell is that one? That was called. Give me a moment to remember the name. Oh, it's gonna kill me. I can't think of the name of the episode. Let me think. Hold on, I got a couple more seconds.
Indeed.
No, pass. I can't think of it.
All right, Mr. Vice President, you should get this. It's your favorite series.
Pass.
Mikey. Mikey.
Mikey, you there? Speak up now. Forever hold your peace.
That was Divergence.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. I just couldn't think of the name of it. It was like part 2 of the Klingon sickness one.
Mikey. Are you?
Broken bow? What is broken bow? Oh, okay, I said diversion.
I think you're a bit behind, Mikey.
Yeah, you're behind again.
Right.
You want to reboot?
Okay. Hey, Steve, you might want to go to your avatar. It said, yo, I'm right here.
Yeah, you're several seconds behind us.
Why do you want me to go to just my east instead of my camera feed? Do I have something in my teeth?
Oh, no, I'm here.
Yeah, you're behind us.
Hello. Yeah, I'm there. Again? Oh, my God.
We're going to be
Okay.
playing this game until midnight.
No, whoa, we'll be fine. Go ahead, Mr. Vice President. It's your turn.
I don't know if it is it?
It is
Yeah.
actually.
Sorry.
It
I
is your
apologize.
turn, Mr. Vice President. Well, I was
Uh,
trying to get Mikey's attention, so
But
Well, I can reset again. It's fine.
then hang on. Mikey said I might want to go to my avatars, and I don't know why he said that. Do I
I
have
don't
something
know.
in my
That's
teeth or up my nose or something?
I doubt it. We can barely see you anyway because you're kind of in the dark.
Yeah, because of the bright kid. I'm sorry.
You look like
Anyway.
you're from a Christopher Nolan movie.
Anyway, sorry to hold you guys up.
Wait, is there an astronaut behind that bookshelf?
No, there isn't.
And Mikey, you are muted. I don't know if you are aware of that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I will go.
I did that on purpose so I wouldn't bring everybody down.
Okay, Mr. Vice President, it is your turn.
I will go planets and TNG for 200, please.
Rightful heir.
I will go. What is Cronus?
That is incorrect.
Mikey,
Rightful heir. Wow. Pass.
Mercer,
What is Boroth?
That's correct.
Pass.
Well done. Yes.
all right, Mikey, it's your turn.
Okay. You guys can hear me okay?
At the
Yes.
moment,
Let's see. At the moment, yeah. Let's go Taylor's for 100.
You know what the sad part is? He's a very good tailor.
Mikey.
Who is Garrett?
That is correct.
I assume he put it the last syllable on that.
I'm assuming yes.
All right, Mercer, your turn.
Yeah, Garrick. Hello.
Hello, Mercer.
I said, who is Garrick?
You
I
got
said
it.
Garrick.
I was muted. I'm sorry.
okay.
What is I'll take Klingon battle cruisers for 400. Oh, I'm gonna pass on this one too. I'm not doing very good at these Klingon.
Mr. Vice President.
I'm going to pass on this one as well.
Mikey. Mikey.
Well, that looks like TAS. Oh, damn it. I can't get it. Pass.
You might be behind again, Mikey.
Is it Deadly Years?
It was
No.
Elaine of Troyes.
Was
Is
that the
it?
original effects, John, or was that the enhanced effects from 2007?
Modified.
That's the original
modified
effects.
Okay, I wondered because I didn't think that looked like the new effects.
I don't remember that shot at all, but I believe you, Mr. President.
Yeah, I didn't
Mr.
quite get
Vice
it
President.
either.
I will go planets and TNG for 100, please.
Captain's Holiday.
Oh, that's easy. Rise. What is Riser?
That's correct.
And you're back to 0.
Good.
Well done.
Thank you.
Mikey, your turn.
Okay. Let's go for unfortunate captains for 100.
Doing things by the book didn't turn out so well for this captain of the ill-fated USS Grissom.
Trying to think of his name.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
crap.
I wish we had buzzers because I know it.
Mercer.
Yeah. Who
Ramirez?
is Captain? Who's Captain Pass? Pass.
Mr. Vice President.
That was Captain Easterbun.
That's correct.
Very good. I just couldn't
Thanks.
think of it. I was thinking Mancuso the entire time.
JT Esteban in command. Mercer.
Captain Ramirez?
All right, let's go with planets for 300.
Data lore.
I can't think of it, but they mention this planet a lot. Pass.
Mr. Vice President.
What is Omicron Theta?
Very good.
Nicely done, Mr. President. Vice President, excuse me.
Thank you.
And it's your turn.
I'm gonna go for planets for TNG again for 400, please.
Journey's End.
I know it. I'm just gonna think of it properly. It's the American Indian one. I mean Native. Sorry, Native American. What is Dolvan 5?
Nicely done.
Excellent.
I'm impressed, Mr. Vice President. Well
Nice.
done.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you very
job.
much.
I
Well
wouldn't have
done.
gotten that.
All right, Mikey, it's
No,
your
there's no
turn.
way I would have got that. Tricorders for 100.
While investigating the Amargosa Observatory, Geordi was not amused by this officer's Mr. Tricorder joke.
Who is Data?
That is correct.
Guess who was amused by
Who
it?
is Data?
Also correct.
I was amused.
Mercer, it's your
Well
turn.
done, Mikey.
Those little life forms.
I'll go with unfortunate captains for 300.
Based on an archaeological discovery, he made the risky move of taking his ship into the neutral zone, which ultimately resulted in the vessel's destruction.
Who's Captain Varley?
That's right.
Yes.
Well done. Well done. Got a good game going here, Mr. Vice President. You have the lead and control.
Was that the captain of the Yamato?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nicely done, Musa. I'm gonna go. I'm not quite brave enough to take on a 500-point question at this point. I'm gonna go unfortunate captains for 4, please.
Despite his best efforts, this captain's starship was destroyed by a Jeopnerdy suicide run.
Now, what was his name? I know the vessel, but what was his name? Oh. No, I've forgotten. Pass.
Mikey.
Oh, like Tokyo's
Well,
joke.
if VP can't get it, I'm certainly not going to get it.
Mercer.
Well, I don't know if I can pronounce it,
Pass.
but who is Captain Coeg,
There we
Coegh, something like that.
Well, I'd say that's close enough. I'll give it to you. Although
It's
actually
hard to
Well
pronounce
done,
that. Yeah, I knew it was. I didn't know exactly how to say it. So, but he looked like Captain Picard with a little bit more hair.
pretty much.
Well
All right,
done,
Yeah,
Mikey.
that was
Mikey.
Keo. That's how they pronounce it, Keo.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never pronounced it. I never actually seen it pronounced. I've just seen it spelled, and I was close on the spelling. Thank you.
Mikey,
no
it's your
problem.
turn.
Okay. Let's go tricorders for 200.
The captain of the Yamato compared himself to a caveman confronted by a tricorder while trying to figure out a piece of technology from this ancient civilization.
Wow. So you want the piece of technology?
The name of the ancient civilization.
Well, okay. Oh, the civilization. Oh,
Mercer.
Who are they? Iconians.
the Mayans.
That is correct,
Who are
Mercer.
the Mayans?
Fortunately, you ran out of time, Mikey.
Yeah, I knew that answer too. I knew Musa would have it.
I knew it as
What?
well.
I'll go for planets for 500.
Planets for 5.
Identity crisis.
You serious?
Yes,
Are you always serious?
maybe.
I'd say no to that.
I honestly don't know, so I'm gonna have to pass because that's hard.
Mr. Vice President.
I know the episode. It's where Jody gets transformed, but I can't remember the name of the planet, so I'll pass.
Mikey. As a pass.
I guess so. That was Tarkanan 3.
Hey, Mr. Vice President,
Pass. Yeah.
Mr. Vice President, do you watch
Yes?
too much Star Trek?
Do I, or can you?
Do you, or can you, or whatever, however you want to answer it?
You can definitely watch too much of
Okay.
that show, and you can definitely watch too much new Trek, but classic Trek, excluding that show, never.
Just checking with you. I just wanted to make sure it's okay with the Vice President.
What is that show?
I couldn't possibly comment.
He's
Well,
gonna
it is your-
filibuster. He's gonna filibuster the answer.
It is your turn, Mr. Vice President.
I'm gonna go unfortunate captains for 200, please.
The USS Hera was reported missing in 2370 while under her command, much to Geordi's dismay.
It's his mother, but what was her name? Damn it. I mean, Captain LaForge isn't going to cut it.
Yeah, I am going to need the
Pass.
first name for this one.
Yeah, pass.
Mikey.
Was it Georgette LaForge? Was it Georgette?
That is incorrect.
Who is Georgette?
Mercer.
Wasn't it Silva? Who is Silva? Silva Reforge?
That is correct.
I was watching it like a couple of weeks ago when I was just I would never choose to watch that episode, but it came on.
Well done, Mercer. Well done.
Well done indeed, Miss.
And Mikey, it's your turn.
I remember liking she was in another
Yeah,
episode.
I would have never guessed that. Okay. Let's try clicking on Battle Cruiser episodes for 100.
Oh, cool. I know.
Oh, shoot. No, I can't. Sorry. Pass.
Mercer?
Pass.
What is flashback?
That's right.
That's like a complete discontinuity from the movie that it was taking place during. Didn't line up at all.
Yeah, Tuvok's memories are all messed up.
Indeed. Mercer, you stole those points, and it's your turn.
How about battle cruisers for 500? Pass. Thank you very much.
Mr. Vice President.
Also pass, sorry.
Mikey.
I do have a guess. It's a cool picture.
Is. Take that as a pass. What's your guess, Mercer?
Is that the Lorelei signal?
It is not.
Okay, I'm
Actually,
glad
more tribbles, more troubles.
I never saw that episode.
I should
you should see it.
I've heard of it, but I never watched it.
I should have guessed that. Unfortunately, I have no way of watching any TAs to brush up on it.
All right, Mr. Vice President, your turn.
I'm gonna go tricorders for 300, please.
Another Mr. Tricorder question.
He shared Trip's sense of curiosity, as demonstrated by how he took apart Phlox's medical tricorder.
Of course it would have been from that show, wouldn't it? Pass.
Mikey.
Oh, no. Could be a couple people, and I can't think of it. No, pass. Sorry. Pass.
Mercer.
Who is Sim?
That's right.
He's the one.
Oh, Sim. Okay. Okay.
Mikey, it's your turn.
Okay. Clean on Battle Cruiser episodes for 200. What is the name of that DS9 episode? Oh, what is called Arms?
Fortunately, that is incorrect.
Mercer.
What is What You Leave Behind?
That's it.
And it's your turn, Mercer.
I'll go with tricorders for 400.
When Scotty was accused of murder, Kirk ordered a technician to perform a 24-hour regressive memory check with this specialized tricorder.
Nice. Pass. That's a great
What is
question.
called to
Thanks
arms?
a lot.
Mr. Vice President.
I'm gonna guess it. What is a psychiatric tricorder?
Not quite, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Mikey.
Well, you're on the right track, Mr. President, but it was a psycho tricorder.
Fair enough.
The whole
Mikey,
Yeah,
are you,
close.
I think that's close enough, dude.
No. I agree with. I always abide by Judge
I think
rules.
that's he said that. He said tricorder.
No. It's fine, Musa. I appreciate it, but it's fine.
I'm just saying, like, but the whole category. I'm thinking I'm going to get that question about Doctor from Voyager saying tricorder, no, medical
Medical
tricorder.
tricorder.
I think we actually had that last week.
I know, but I'm thinking we're going to get it this week.
all right,
Mikey,
Mr.
your
Vice,
turn. Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was. Oh, that was
Mr.
me.
Vice,
Okay.
Mr. Vice
Sorry.
President, it's your turn.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's all right. Taylor's for 200, please.
She reminded Picard that if he wanted a proper fit for his prosthetic, he should trust his tailor.
No idea. Pass.
Mikey,
I don't know either. Pass.
Mercer,
Who is Dr. Crusher from Unification Part 1?
Bingo.
Ah. Well done, Musa.
Thanks.
well
Wow.
done indeed. Mikey, it is.
Too many of these reruns.
Nice, Merce.
Mikey, it's your turn.
All right, let's try Unfortunate Captains for 500.
Here's your
All right.
chance, Mikey.
Mikey, you
bet
have
it
0
all.
points.
Oh my
However, you can bet up to 1,000.
Yeah. Oh, let's go for it all. 1,000.
All right, for
Let's go
1,000
1,000.
points. All right, for 1,000.
While on Romulan neutral zone patrol, the USS Cairo was reported missing while under command of this captain, who had been an instructor of Jadzia at the academy.
Can I guess if he doesn't get it?
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose. You have anything, Mikey? It's not.
Yeah, I said Captain Ferguson.
That is incorrect, unfortunately. And what
Can
was
I
your
make a guess just for the sake of it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mercer.
Yeah. Go for it.
Who is Leslie Wong?
That would be correct.
Yes.
Well done, Musa.
I don't get any points, but I just wanted to
Well, then
know
I
that
should
I.
let you have Mercer. I should let you
Yeah.
have it, Mercer.
No. I just wanted to see if I knew it.
You can't.
I'm not stealing it from you. I can't steal on a betting question, but
All
I
right,
just wanted
I
to
know.
see.
I was.
It's your turn, Mercer.
All right, I'll get 500.
For
I don't care. Taylor's.
all right, Taylor's for 500.
This associate of the Orion Syndicate took Connolly to the same tailor he used, but his partner Kroll wasn't impressed.
Oh, who is Bilby?
That's correct.
Well done.
I love Nick
nice.
Tate as Bilby. Nick Tate, he is the actor that played Bilby, and he was fantastic in that part.
Mr. VP.
Taylor's for 3, please.
Spock offered his compliments to her dressmaker for incorporating a highly sophisticated sensor device into her clothing.
No. pass. Sorry.
Mikey.
So who are we looking for? The person?
Name of the person they made the clothes for.
Are we looking for the person? Who is you? Her?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Mercer.
Pass.
Uhura. Uhura.
Yes, Uhura is incorrect. I was looking for Miranda Jones.
Indeed.
Who is Cyrano Jones's sister?
Most likely not. Mikey, it is your turn.
We all love Cyrano Jones.
Mikey? Hello, Mikey.
Mikey.
Miranda
Laughing.
Jones. I would have never got that.
Pick a category, Mikey.
He's like
Oh
10
my
seconds
God.
behind us now.
Yeah. 100. Tricorders for
Okay.
tricorders for 500.
Balana guessed that
It
2 of
says
Wat's
I'm actually
shower
talking.
gift was a baby's first tricorder, but it was actually this puzzle that Vulcans used to train their infants in primary logic.
Mikey, there.
Mikey.
Mikey.
Mercer.
I'm going to pass, but I want to ask something about this afterwards.
Mr. Vice President.
I'm gonna pass, but can I guess it without risking points just for fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it the Cal-Toe game?
It is not.
That's what I was going to ask. That's what I was going to ask. Because I was thinking of that scene in Unification where the kid comes up to Spock with these Vulcan toys. Do you remember that part?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. So good call, Mr. President. We were both thinking the same thing.
Thanks, Mason. But I got it wrong anyway.
All right, Mercer, you get the last clue.
Cool.
Taylor's for 400.
Cool.
This doctor believed that her new approach could provide Worf a replacement spinal cord by creating a new living system instead of splicing broken connections like glorified Taylors.
Okay, I know the episode, and I don't know the name of the character. Let me see if my memory can be jogged. Guess what? I'm going to pass this one because I don't remember her name.
Mr. Vice President.
I'm also gonna pass.
Mikey.
But I remember she was not a nice character. Good question, though.
Was that Doctor who is Dr. Pulaski? Was that Pulaski?
That was not Dr. Pulaski, I'm afraid. That was Dr. Toby Russell.
Dr. Pulaski?
Was it Ethics?
Yes, that was from
Yeah,
Ethics.
Okay, Toby Russell.
I respect your opinion, Miss, but I wouldn't agree that she
Great
wasn't
job, you guys.
a nice character. She just disagreed with Dr.
I know I was being a little bit hyperbolic there, but she was kind of the antagonist of the episode. And since we were all familiar with the TNG crew, she was kind of not nice to them. So,
Well,
but you're right.
Unfortunately, Mikey, you will not be able to play Final Jeopnerdy. I've placed the link for Cosmobuzz into the private chat. If Mercer and Mr. Vice President would head on over there, please, and consider how much you would like to wager on this category.
Financial institutions.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I put my mouse in the name box. I'm really sorry.
That's all right. The bunny does it all the time. So, although I don't see you in the room.
No, sorry. I'm a bit tired today. Can you see me now?
I can.
Yeah, sorry for the mix-up.
Okay. That's your bet amount. Are your bet amounts both in,
Yes.
Mr. Vice President?
Can you see it?
Yes, I can. I just want to make sure you were done typing.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm done. Sorry.
Okay. No problem. No problem. Let's reveal our clue.
Morn and 4 other conspirators robbed this planet's central bank of 1,000 bricks of gold-pressed latinum in the infamous Mother's Day heist.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla!
Oh, man.
And Mercer, you dropped out of the room.
Okay.
I think I got it wrong, but I'm going to give to you.
All right.
I came back in the room. Hopefully you see me.
I do. See how we did. Mr. Vice President, you had 800 points entering Final Jeopnerdy, and your response.
FCA. Nice try, but no.
Sorry about that.
Financial Commerce Authority. I mean, Ferengi Commerce Authority. But I was pretty sure it was wrong.
Let's see how much you wagered. 200 points, giving you 600. See if that'll be enough for you. Good strategy there. Mercer, you had 3,400 points and the lead, and your response.
What is? I can't remember the planet, but great question. The name of the planet was Lesepia.
It was a good question, though. I wish I could remember because I haven't seen that episode in a couple of years.
And how much did you wager, Mercer? 8 points, giving you 3,392 points, and you're the champion.
Well done, Mercer.
Thanks.
Good game.
If you need someone for the next game, I'll happily play, but if you don't need me, I'll bow out to make room for others.
We have a couple of people waiting backstage, it looks like. But
Can I
thank
just
you,
hold
Mr.
you
Vice
real quick
President.
when you guys are getting them set up?
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Cool. Thanks for the game, guys.
Thanks for
Thank
playing.
you for playing.
Cool. I'll go backstage if that's cool.
That's fine.
All right.
Where's the button to do it again? Oh, there it is. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, for round 3, let's welcome up Tokyo and our greetings to Patrick, who's joining us for the first time, I believe.
Indeed. Hi all.
Greetings, gentlemen.
Welcome.
Thanks for playing.
Welcome, Grand Moff.
How was my audio? Good enough or a little quiet?
That sounds good.
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Thank you.
Hey, Tokyo. Hey,
Hey, Mercer, I changed my subtitle just for you.
Hello. Patrick.
Hi, Mercer.
Hello. I don't know if I've met you before, Patrick, but hello.
Only from chat, but most likely I was always viewing afterwards because it's about 4, almost 4:30 here.
Where are you located?
AM. Netherlands.
Okay, cool. Well, welcome.
Nice to
Thank
meet you.
Welcome, Patrick.
Glad you could join us.
And I hope I do not blunder myself here because those were hard questions.
Patrick, it's all about fun. I've had
Oh,
games
yes,
where
of
I've done
course.
well, and I've had games where I just didn't know anything and I got negative numbers. John remembers those games.
Indeed. And yes, Mikey, it's Nijenhof, but just ignore my last name.
Patrick, I'm going to turn down your mic a little bit. I
sorry.
think it's coming in a little bit hot. All right, we'll see
It's
how that
probably
does.
because he's got like an astronaut behind his bookshelf.
Oh, is that it?
Seems to
Gravity
happen a lot.
anomalies.
Yeah.
Mercer, I changed my designation for you.
Thank you. I noticed Grand Moff. I think there was only one Grand Moff though, and that was Tarkin.
Yeah,
But
well,
thank
he's
you.
dead. I killed him, and but that's just an alias. Check out the subtitle. See if you get it.
I can't really read it. Real. It's so hard to read it.
It says real designation CT 99666.
Oh, I see it. What does that mean? CT.
Oh, don't tell me you've never seen the Bad Batch.
I've never actually watched The Bad Batch.
Oh, dude, I'm in the middle of binging it right now. It is.
Is it good? I haven't seen it. I haven't watched much of the cartoon.
It's freaking phenomenal. Yeah, it centers around the Bad Batch, which is Clone Force 99. So they're all
Okay.
CT-99 clones.
Yeah, I have to check that out. I haven't seen it. Is
Super
Captain
good.
Rex in it?
I'm about
Oh,
to
yeah,
throw a
Rex-
flag on you, Tokyo.
Yeah. But I'm not the champion, so I have 0 points to suffer with.
Are the three of you ready to play?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's play. Jeopnerdy.
Our first category for this round is isolinear chips.
Is that like potato chips?
Maybe. Captain Janeway.
Speaking of unfortunate captains.
Janeway's the best.
Agree to disagree. Our next category is Negvar class episodes.
That's only like 5.
Spies. And planets in DS9. That's where we give you an episode and you provide us the name of the planet.
I didn't see that one coming, John.
I thought they never went anywhere in Deep Space Nine, dude.
They were trapped
I thought they just stayed on the station the entire show and they never went anywhere.
Yeah,
That was the whole point.
The only ones I'm going to get are 100 and 200 in that category, and I can guarantee you I know those answers without even reading them.
I'm about to
All right.
kick Gorilla.
All right, I'll go Negvar for I'll go Spies for 300.
Insane.
Spies for 300.
Kira was kidnapped and surgically altered to appear to be an Obsidian Order operative, who was the daughter of this legate who was secretly supporting the dissident movement.
Who is Gamor?
That is correct.
I was going to say, yeah, you know this one.
Nicely done, Mercer. Grand Moff
Thanks.
Tokyo.
Janeway for 3.
After the discovery that species 8472 was the reason that this narrow corridor of space was devoid of Borg activity, Janeway conceived the idea of making an appeal to the devil.
What is the Northwest Passage?
You got it.
Well done. Well done.
Nice.
Could have been
Well-
Southwest, and you would have been the wrong airline, and you'd have to like wait for like an hour at the airport.
Northwest is a good
Uh,
airline, by the way.
Welcome, Patrick. It is your turn.
Let's go with Janeway for 100. Start off easy.
Janeway made the very controversial decision to sacrifice this individual created by a transporter accident to bring back 2 members of the crew.
What is Tuvix?
You got it.
Yay.
I had to
Well
put that
done.
on mute
Well
because
done.
I had to mute my laughter on that one. And that's why she's guilty. Nah. I'm 50-50.
Blasphemy! Mercer, it's your turn.
Let's do planets for 300.
Equilibrium.
What is Trill?
That's correct.
I didn't know if that's what you wanted or
Nicely
not,
done.
but I figured I'd go for it.
Gorilla, I was just kidding, by the way. Grand Moff Tokyo, it's your turn.
I'm going to be a jerk and say Emissary Bajor, 100.
Planets.
Yes.
Shakar.
What is Bajor?
You were half correct earlier on your yes. So
Okay. That was kind of funny.
Patrick, it is your turn.
Isolinic chips 100.
he rewrote the isolinear chips each time he extended himself a little further into the Enterprise's computer, making it almost impossible to tell where his mind ended and the computer began.
Who is Reginald Barkley?
You got it.
Very good. That was fantastic. Good episode.
I love that episode, by the way.
It's a
And
4-star
agreed.
episode.
Indeed. Mercer, it's your turn.
Let's do Spies for 400.
This assistant of Undersecretary Barris was revealed to be a Klingon spy whose mission was to sabotage the Federation's plans for Sherman's planet.
Let me think of his name.
This was 400?
They don't like you, Mr. Who's Darvin?
There you go.
That's it.
I just was trying to place the name and it was trying to come off my tongue.
Well done. Well done. And I did question that as a 400 myself. And message
when you're on the
received,
spot,
Gorilla.
Here's the thing about that. When you're on the spot, it's harder than you'd think. Like if I wasn't playing, I would have gotten it right away.
Some questions, yeah, that one. Oh, okay, yep. Everybody's different.
Tokyo, your turn.
Respectfully. Negvar for 3. Ooh. What is Way of the Warrior?
That's right.
Well done. Well done. Patrick, you're up. Your turn.
Damn it. Should have had that one. Yeah, let's go Spies for 2.
Spies for 2.
His existence was the product of a Romulan plot to put an agent at the heart of Starfleet.
Oh, what was his name? His existence. Yeah. No, pass. It's not coming to me.
Mercer.
Who's Shinzon?
That's right.
Yep.
I just watched that movie last week.
It's a pretty lame
Mercer.
movie, but I love it.
Mercer is
I agree
hard.
with Mercer. It's harder on the spot.
I think it's a better movie than its reputation, but
I'm saying it's a
That's
lame
me.
movie, but I love it. So take that for what you. I do like it.
Mercer, it is your turn, sir. You got
I'll
the
take
lead.
Negvar for 400.
All right, Mercer, you got the lead. 2,200 points. You are 800 points ahead of your nearest
I'll bet
competitor.
5 points.
5 single points. All right, for 5 points.
Well, what is that would be what is Shattered Mirror?
It's a good thing you only bet 5 points because that is incorrect.
Is that the cloak?
That is
cloak
the Regent
one?
ship, right?
The Emperor's New Cloak.
It is the Regent ship from the Emperor's New Cloak.
Ah.
I knew I was one of those two. I'm a coward. Yes. Thanks.
Grand Moff Tokyo, your turn.
Janeway for 4. Let's see if I can get it.
Janeway isolated herself in her quarters as Voyager traversed the void, and Chakotay was unable to persuade her to join him on the holodeck for a few rounds of this game.
Oh, crap. This is 400. It's going to knock me down to 1,000. I'm going to
You
pass.
pass. Patrick,
What is velocity?
That's it.
Yes.
love the name of that game.
Glad I passed because I was not confident on the answer.
I was
Hoverball.
thinking it was pool, so I figured I'm glad I didn't guess.
I
All right,
thought
you
it was
stole
too
some,
easy for this one to be velocity, but had to try it.
stole some points there, Patrick, and it is your turn.
Oh yeah. Let's
Go for
go to
500.
Janeway for. Yeah, why not? Janeway for 5.
During her vendetta against Captain Ransom, Janeway dropped the shields around a cargo bay to induce this captured Equinox crewman to talk before his little friends paid him a visit.
Oh, I can picture him, but what is his name?
It's Anubis. Or American Gods.
Mm,
My angel of mercy.
oh man. Luckily, I still have some time, but it's not coming. No pass.
Mercer,
Pass.
Grand Moff Tokyo.
Oh. All right. He introduced himself when he was getting cut out, and Kim had to have 7 distract him. I forgot his name. Pass. Son of a
His name was Noah Lessig.
thing. It started with an L. Was
Yeah.
it's the only thing that's coming out.
All right,
Ugh,
Mercer, it's your turn.
I needed those points.
Isolinear chips for 200.
Geordi explained to this guest that the duotronic enhancers of his time had been replaced by isolinear chips 40 years ago.
Who is Montgomery? Hello, computer, Scotty.
Aye.
No bloody A, B, C, or D.
Exactly.
I've been
Well
traveling
done, well
millions
done.
of miles. Millions of miles. Thousands.
Thousands of miles on an invited tour.
Tour of inspection. I demand to see the honors. I demand. Okay,
I might not
Captain
chat with
Karen,
you
that's
guys
enough.
tonight because I'm going to watch that movie tonight.
All right. Good movie to watch. Grand Moff Tokyo, it's your turn.
Ice chips for 3.
Seven used her isolinear chip, which entitled her to 3 minutes of calm time with the Alpha Quadrant, to contact Irene Hansen, who was this relation to her dad.
This is 3. This is pretty hard. Who's a cousin?
That is incorrect.
Patrick,
What is his sister?
That's right.
Ooh, yes.
Good
well
job.
done.
I remembered it was her aunt, so.
And Patrick, it's your turn.
Oh, yes. Isolander for 400.
Members of the Voyager crew downloaded the Federation library onto isolinear chips to trade to the Sicarians for this technology.
What was the name of that technology?
Mercer's going to get it.
Yeah, pass.
Mercer,
Pass.
Tokyo.
What is a spatial trajector?
That is
Yeah,
correct.
that was it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well done, Tokyo. Well done. Mercer,
Well
it's your turn.
Planets in DS9 for 400.
Honor Among Thieves.
That would be what is I gotta pronounce this right. Damn, I know it. Give me a second. What is Farius?
That's correct.
I almost said Ferrix, which is the name of the planet in Andor. And they're
And
kind of the
Thomas,
same place.
I would say they were pretty smart myself.
True.
Grand Moff Tokyo, your turn.
I'm gonna regret this Negvar for 5. This is, I don't know if this is mirror or if this is actual. Yes. Pass.
Patrick.
Yeah. And I watched the video, but remembering names. No pass.
Mercer.
What is Shattered Mirror?
That's the one.
Well done.
Indeed. Patrick, it's your go.
It's my turn again. Okay. Planets for 2.
Trials and Tribulations.
Trials and Tribulations. There was a planet in that one? Oh.
There was.
Yeah. That was a space station, but nope. Not pass. Don't know it.
Mercer.
Planet. Oh, what is Cardassia?
Very good.
I wasn't sure if you were looking for Sherman's planet for some reason or Cardassia, so I just said Cardassia.
I will say that this one was a little tricky.
Yeah, I was torn between saying Cardassia or Sherman's planet.
Sherman's planet wasn't in there.
I know, but they were talking about it.
They went to Cardassia.
They actually went to Cardassia.
Yeah.
All right, Mercer, it's your turn.
I will go for planets for 500.
Of course.
Nor the Battle to the Strong.
Oh, that was a hospital place. That was the name of that planet. I can't think of the name of the planet, but it's going to kill me because it's on the tip of my tongue. Let me think for one more minute. Or
You don't have
30
a minute.
seconds.
Got a little time.
Pass. I can't get it. But I love that episode.
Tokyo.
Pass.
Patrick.
No clue. Pass.
Well, the Battle of Ajalon Prime will probably be remembered as a pointless skirmish.
Good call, John. I love the way you brought the quote in. It's like you were waiting to do that. That's great, man.
Thank you.
Do you see? You and I would do a fist bump right there because you are a true fan of the reruns.
Well, thank you.
All right. Grand Moff Tokyo, your turn.
Let's finish off Janeway because Mark failed.
Janeway stranded her crew in the Delta Quadrant when she ordered the firing of 2 of these weapons, resulting in the destruction of the Caretaker's array.
What are tri-cobalt devices?
You got it.
Done. Well done. Patrick.
Then isolinium chips for 500. Let's try it.
On the Defiant, the only 4-way shunt, near an 85966 stroke delta isolinear chip, was located at the base of this relay.
Oh, man.
Too much fun writing that.
Oh, one little ship. I have watched it so many times.
I'm gonna crush you like a grape
Fluid
one day,
essential.
John.
I'm trying to remember the quote, but I need to put in my card. Nope. Pass.
Mercer.
I'm waving a white flag. Pass, John. I'm gonna
Tokyo.
kill you.
I'm gonna pass, but I want to guess real quick though. It's not the light switch for the briefing table. Is it?
It was not the light switch for the briefing table. It was the master differential relay.
Differential.
And can somebody tell me why they didn't crush the nose of that ship when they pressed the elevator button?
Shields.
Tough little ship.
Shields up.
Little. Mercer, your turn.
I'll do spies for 500.
Sure.
Ensign Sito pretended to be the prisoner of this Cardassian in order to help him recross the border and resume his work as a Federation operative.
Pass. I don't know his name.
Tokyo.
I don't remember his name either. Pass.
Patrick.
Great episode though.
And here I was thinking that you wanted the episode name. No pass.
That'd be too easy.
Joret Dahl.
Yeah, that would be too
John,
easy.
how are we
Mercer.
supposed to remember that?
You just do.
I just
Tokyo,
love-
it's your turn.
Captain
Well, I need
Picard's
to get
speech.
this
at the
right.
end.
I need to get this right to have a chance in final Jeopardy. Negvar 200. Oh, what is all good things?
That is correct.
That's
Yeah.
the Enterprise.
Fantastic.
Indeed.
The only one I would
That's
have
actually
known.
their first appearance, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Even though they didn't classify it then.
That's
All
right.
right.
Patrick, your turn.
Well, they're both 100, so let's go with the Nekvar. What is Endgame? Yep.
That's right.
I was just about to
Good
say.
call. I didn't get
This
that
is
one.
100 in this shuttle.
I would not
No,
have gotten.
if I would not have gotten that one, then I was going to bed.
I'll take spies for 300.
Well, I can give you spies for 100.
All right. That's fine.
While participating in Bashir's secret agent program, he started to wonder if he had joined the wrong intelligence service.
Who is Garrick? But when I think about the way you phrased it, so yeah, I'm going to say Garrick. But like when I think about the way you phrased it, I keep thinking of the episode with Nog and how everybody just made fun of Bashir, and Lita's like, how about that stupid secret agent program he had? And then he's like, hey, and everyone is like gagging up on him, and he's like, hey. It's one of the subtlest scenes in the whole franchise. I love it.
All right. I placed the link for Cosmobuzz in the private chat, and we're going to head on over to Final Jeopardy, where you'll consider how much you'd like to wager on this category.
McKinley Station.
See all three of you in there, and go ahead, Patrick. You don't have to push enter or anything. Just type what you want to bet.
Okay.
Was it a real delay of game?
I want to make sure I got it right, and I did get it right. So let's reveal our clue.
In this episode, a holographic recreation of Dr. Zimmerman suggested that the EMH's memory circuits could be expanded during a maintenance layover at McKinley Station.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla! Enter your responses.
Damn it.
Yeah, I watched this video, but nah, this is not gonna work.
And
No,
let's
it's on the
find
wrong
let's
one.
Oh well.
let's find out who our winner is. Patrick, you had 1,300 points entering final Jeopardy, and your response was
Degradation. Well, unfortunately, that is incorrect.
Yeah.
yeah. How much was your wager? 300 points, taking you down to 1,000. See if that'll be
Still
enough
pretty
for
good
you.
for our first one.
Grand Moff Tokyo, you had 2,300 points. Your response.
I'm embarrassed.
Lifeline, unfortunately, that is also incorrect.
No,
How much was your
took
wager?
a better guess than I did.
Oh,
All of it, taking you down to 0. And Mercer, you had the lead at 4,295 points. Your response?
It is Geloja, of course, the great release. That would have been a very different episode, I think.
I believe you're correct, John.
Yeah, the
Unfortunately,
correct
that's
response,
go ahead.
the correct response was the Swarm.
How much was your wager, Mercer? 0. Leaving at 4,295 points. And once again, you are the
Well,
The
champion.
quote I was looking for, what I was going to use from that, was not sweetness. It was like, you didn't have to take a stab at my soul. What was it when Dan was like, you didn't have to take a stab at my very soul? When she insulted his poetry.
Oh, yeah. Poor guy. It's a
My
good game,
favorite
everyone.
scene, my favorite
Indeed.
scene in Geloja is when Mercer goes to visit what's his name? The guy. What's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. You know, and he says like Journey, like you mean like traveling? No, he's like the band Journey. What's his name? The guy Cassius.
Oh, that guy, right.
Yeah. When he goes to visit Cassius is like, what do you mean? The traveling? You know, he's like the band, Journey. That should have been a Geloja question.
Hi-oh.
Hello.
Hello?
And very, very nice to meet you, Patrick, for the first time.
thank you.
Nice, Patrick. Welcome.
And it was great being here. And still being here.
Cool.
You know, I could tell you know your stuff because you're wearing a Starfleet uniform in your avatar.
Yeah, I made some of those a while back. I thought it was nice for here. Better than my real face.
I swear.
Yeah.
What was that,
Oh,
Mike?
Mikey is swearing, I guess.
Saw 10 rocked.
I really like your avatar, Patrick. It's very cool.
Thanks.
Did you draw it yourself?
No, it's just a website that I found.
Oh,
I've
very
made
cool.
one in every
Say that,
style, even
Patrick
from the
did
show
well
that
for
you did
first
not. What? Sorry, Mikey? What did you say?
Oh, okay. Oh, I was saying that you have like Saoirse Connery accent going on, and if you started talking about Miss Moneypenny, I was going to start quoting Bond quotes. You're right.
Yes, Miss Moneypenny.
Exactly.
With that,
You believe me?
with that, gentlemen, I am going to go. Thank you guys for an awesome game.
All right,
And,
Bob.
thank you for retiring me, and I'll catch you guys from the observation
You better be
stands.
back next week, Tokyo.
I shall not be. I shall not be.
Why not?
I might be
Tokyo?
in the stands.
No, we need you up here playing the game, and that's
Yeah, we need
final.
you back.
That's
Yes,
you have
final,
no choice.
Mister.
Tokyo, you have no choice.
We'll miss you if you don't come up. Please come up.
No, you won't.
Yeah, we all have to see you back.
Yes, we will. So no more talk like that, Tokyo. I don't want to hear it. You better
Remember
be here
Tokyo.
next week, just like the bunny better be here next week.
Tokyo, you remember, be excellent to each other.
Indeed.
Yes.
Well, thank you for retiring me, Mercer. I'll catch you guys in the stands probably next
Talk to you
week.
later. Thanks for playing,
See you
Tokyo.
guys.
See you,
Thanks for having me,
Tokyo.
guys.
Well,
Have a good rest of your day, Tokyo.
Did we do something to upset him? I don't recall anything.
Not that I'm aware of.
No, I don't think so.
I usually do the worst, so and I don't mind coming back because I love watching John's videos. I do. I enjoy them.
Thank you.
Just a little piece
Yeah,
of
they're
his
good
there.
videos when I get a chance to
Yeah,
watch
of course.
them. Sometimes I'm a little late.
Especially his animated series ones. Wow.
Yeah, I
So
really need to
someone-
rewatch the animated series.
I don't think for that. And it's like,
Mirror Janeway, huh? That's interesting.
By the way, I wanted to know
Yeah.
why there was
I
why
agree.
there was an entire category devoted to that murderer.
Well, I thought it was only appropriate after our discussions last week.
Fair enough. I really wish I was in that round, but it's the way the dice falls. I was like, you kidding me? I'm kidding around, Jay.
Thomas, your
Just-
cat,
just- Get a comment?
your cat, your
Just
cat is
not
hearing things, Thomas.
Coughing.
What category were you talking about there, Vice President? I didn't hear it.
The category devoted to
Go ahead.
Janeway, the murderer of Tuvix.
Oh, right. I thought you were talking about bad captains. That was from last week too.
Well, we
She
were.
should have been in the bad captain category. Absolutely.
Okay, Janeway was
I was
average.
glad with that category. It saved me.
Tokyo, I keep telling you, just love the Trek that you love. Forget about the new stuff. Don't worry about it.
We don't have any new stuff in the game.
That's true.
So
That's
yeah.
trure.
I mean, yeah, Enterprise,
He's never put new stuff in
Enterprise,
the
but
game.
no game chose perfect.
No, you don't know when it's time to quit because it's not time to quit, my friend. And you'll be surprised,
Oh, don't
Tokyo,
worry
when I
about
get the
that.
questions from John,
Oh,
I go through each game because I look for, grammatical mistakes or spelling mistakes, and I'll go, that's easy. Why can't I think of it? So it's not just you.
Now we all do it.
I wanted to.
No, it
That was-
isn't. No, it isn't. TOS,
John,
TNG, TAS, DS9, Voyager,
that's,
and Enterprise
almost
are all good
out of
Trek.
line.
Don't think I didn't notice that emphasis, kid.
Hey guys, I gotta
Did I
get going.
emphasize anything?
I wish I could chat longer, but I gotta get going.
Oh, we
Right,
appreciate you
Mercer.
joining us, Mercer.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thank
playing,
you.
Mercer.
Okay.
If I can, I'll jump back in, but I gotta use the bathroom and do a couple.
Before
things.
you go, we're
Yes.
having a special. Having a special edition of A Question of Trek tomorrow. We're not going to play a game, but we're going to celebrate having 500 subscribers.
Oh,
Ah, nice.
what time is that?
So
Wow.
it's going to be at a regular time of 11 a.m. Eastern.
I should be here for that. I'll try my
Very
best to get here. And if I
Okay.
can join back, I will, but I got to use the bathroom and I have a guest here, and I'm going to hang out for a bit. So it'd be cool. But if he's still painting, then I'll jump back in. All right. Talk to you
Thanks,
soon.
Mercer.
Thank you, Mercer.
I enjoyed it. Thanks, John, for some
Bye.
great questions. And I really regret not going with those two answers that I knew. There were two answers that I knew that I wasn't going to risk. Sometimes you got to take a risk. So
Risk is our business.
good to see you, Mr. Vice President. Good to see you, Mikey. Good to meet you, Patrick.
Good to see
Thanks,
you,
Mercer.
too.
Have a good
All
one.
right. Talk to you later.
See you later.
Bye.
See you, Mercer.
See ya. Bye.
So,
Have a good
Patrick,
one, Mister.
since you're new to
I
our
thought you only did that for content.
Do what for Conti? I missed something there.
He says F. He is drunk. He said F instead of Jeff.
It's probably just a mistype.
But you were saying something, Mr. VP?
Yeah.
I was going to
Maybe.
ask Patrick, since he's new to our community, and it's a fun question when we're getting to know a fan, is what's your favorite series of Trick, Patrick?
Well, I could tell you, but you would hate me.
No,
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't hate you. I just have fun with the guys, even if
Okay.
even
I know.
if-
I
Sorry.
know because although you do not know me, I have watched you since way back when.
Oh, okay.
Only the time difference always made it so that I cannot join it
Yeah,
because
fair
it's
enough.
at 3 to 5 a.m. here. So
So I'm
and
guessing it's
this time I just wanted to do it anyway.
yeah,
So.
yeah.
And maybe next week even. So, but my favorite is Voyager.
Fair
My
enough.
favorite series.
I'll give you point, even though I tease about the captain, I still enjoy that series from time to time.
But I
And
agree with you. Janeway is a murderer.
yes, yeah.
Well said.
Oh, yeah. And to be honest, I was bracing myself for you saying Enterprise, so it could be worse.
Oh, now come on.
Enterprise is a series that I hated when it came out
Yeah.
and found appreciation for later.
Well,
Fair enough.
what about
fair enough,
Good man.
fair enough.
Uh,
Maybe,
Gorilla? Let me
he
answer
also called Kirk a
Gorilla's.
murderer because he killed the red jack guy. The red jack guy.
sorry.
Yeah. So you call him a murderer too. He killed
He
red jack.
killed who?
He beat the guy in the
You're
space.
talking about
The guy
Red
was
Jack.
possessed. Red Jack,
There's-
the Jack the Ripper one.
I know who
Yeah.
you're referring to, but I wouldn't call that murder since he was trying to save the ship. I think it's a little bit of a different situation.
Yeah, I
But in
agree
any
with you.
case,
Really?
Gorilla, let me answer that question. I do it for
Okay.
two reasons. I want to make sure that everything works right before we go live. So I run through all the questions. And the other thing is I occasionally will find a grammatical mistake and I'll correct it, or a spelling mistake, and I correct that. So, for example, today I had to correct one clue because a word was left out.
it's always good to have a
yeah.
proofreader and a chicken.
Yeah.
I'm sure the president doesn't mind that. I'm sure the president appreciates your help.
I do indeed.
So no, Patrick, I don't hate you at all. And even
No.
if you were to answer Enterprise as your favorite series, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I
see-
know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always love the banter to watch it later. So.
Cool. Yeah. And because it's
Patrick, let me ask you a
so
question.
late for you over there, we really appreciate
Okay.
you joining us.
Mikey, you're breaking up horribly.
It's gone.
He might need to move to the US instead of Canada. I think the internet might be better across the border.
Thomas, I'm talking about John, not
Perhaps.
Conti. So, it may happen like 2% of the time. It's like 1 or 2 questions a week, but I have to do a minor thing too.
Tweak. Is that what you would call it, John? A tweak to the question.
Okay.
There was a
You say so.
question. He was asking, would you characterize it as a tweak?
tweak. Uh, proofing. I'm proofing them.
Tomato, same thing.
Okay. We'll go with that, Mr. VP.
So, what should we talk about now?
Now, if we're talking about Conti, it's probably closer to 90%. Maybe not that high. Maybe 89%.
Hey Patrick, what is your favorite James Bond film?
What is my favorite what?
James Bond film. He was
James
saying.
Bond film.
Your favorite James Bond film?
It's not like there are not many.
Yeah, James Bond film.
Would say that Skyfall is pretty high on my list. Yeah, it was also the first one with Daniel Craig that I liked. And from the older ones, I would say. What are those titles?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like them all, but I would say Skyfall would be number one for now. Yeah.
It's cool. My favorite James Bond film, even though I think James Bond.
Although GoldenEye is also pretty good.
Yeah, GoldenEye's good. I would say my favorite James Bond film, even though James Bond himself is quite out of character, arguably in the film, but I really like the storyline of Living Daylights with Patrick Dawson as James Bond.
Hey, I'm back. I have a couple of minutes before I need to go to bed, but then tomorrow I'm going to the flea market.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and then I'll come home and check out the Question of Track.
Goldfinger also. If you
Awesome.
go really old school, like go Goldfinger.
Thank you.
Sure.
Oh, I definitely will. I'll be home for that. I'm only going to be at the flea market for like a little bit. There's a guy there that has stuff I want to buy.
Well, good luck. Good hunting.
Thanks. I love flea markets. But one day I want to get like a good sized version of the NX01 for my desk because I really love that design.
Fair enough.
The NX01,
From
which is something that
yeah,
Vice
I like
President
that.
wouldn't like.
Yeah, from Enterprise. Great.
Yeah.
Fair enough, huh, Mr. Vice President?
I still need to build a model of the NX01.
NX01.
And by the way, they just released a Kalon interceptor from the company that used to be Eagle Moss.
Oh, that's nice.
John, go ahead, Mercer. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying they
nice.
released a Kalon interceptor.
Yeah.
Not the actual full Kalon ship, but the ship that comes out of the ship that rams other ships.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey,
Anyway.
wait. Let me ask you this question, Mirza. Who do you think is more scary, the Kalon or the Borg?
I would have to say the Borg, especially when they were first introduced. It was nothing like them. But I do love the Kalon. I really do. But just that first appearance of the Borg, even though it was primitive special effects, they were so ominous and so effective. You know, I got to hand it to them for knowing how to make them eerie. Like that one shot where Geordi is in the foreground and the Borg is in the background and they keep him out of focus was brilliant.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
Yeah, one of my
filmed.
favorite shots.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, and I definitely loved the Borg in Q-Who and Best of Both Worlds. Unfortunately, later tricks I think used the Borg too much. And then when the Kazon, sorry, not Kazon, sorry, No, not the case. When
Kalon.
the Kalon came on Orville, I'm like, this is like the way I felt with the early Borg. These guys are really scary too, and I just love Kalon when they.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love anything Orville, so I did love the Kalon, but I just have to give them credit for a limited budget with what they did with the Borg.
Yeah. When I say when the K1 first came on, I mean when it was revealed that the K1 were hostile.
Yeah.
Not in the first episode with Isaac, because I mean he didn't seem threatening at all. But
Yeah,
when
yeah,
he
yeah.
first,
Technically, yeah, that was their first appearance. No, I totally get you. I when they showed all those skulls, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, good.
I think that I think for me, the species 8472 was definitely the best
Yep.
because it looked more alien type, I guess. And I wish
Okay,
that
well,
Janeway had sided with them to destroy the Borg. I think Federation could handle species 8472 better than the Borg. So I think Janeway should have said, "Yeah, kill all the Borg." That's what I would have done. I was like, "Oh
one,
yeah, go at it." Go ahead.
Well,
sorry, Jeff, you go.
go ahead, Miss.
Yeah, I like
Go ahead, Miss
8472.
VP.
They're awesome.
I was going to say one of Janeway's many flaws that she didn't give 8472 a chance.
Well, I take the opposite look at that because they saw where 8472 wanted to purge the entire galaxy of life forms. The Borg just wanted to assimilate, which is pretty bad in its own right, but at least you're still alive.
I'd rather be dead than used by the Borg as a mindless automaton.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. The other problem with 8472 is they didn't do enough with them.
That's true.
My big problem with 8472, and I like the idea of it, but my big problem was that their catch line was lame. Their catchphrase, "The weak will perish," that was lame.
Well, in my head canon, I want to try to blame Cass for the misunderstanding, since
yeah,
their understanding of the species' intentions is purely through their contact with her.
Right.
Yes.
That is true.
I don't remember much about them.
It's true.
John,
what I did like
know,
about the. Sorry.
I want to know why you're in Kirk's dream.
Oh.
Well, I thought it would be appropriate since we're doing some Klingon categories tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked when the Kalon showed up at the wedding and their entire fleet showed up.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay,
that was good.
So Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Patrick, you're from the Netherlands. Mr. President is from New Zealand. Jeff is living up there down there, I should say, in
down there in hell.
Texas.
No, Texas.
I know.
Which felt like hell a lot this summer. I'll admit. A lot of 105 to 110 degree days, Fahrenheit, that is.
So what was your question, Mikey? You broke up again.
Yeah.
I think we lost Mikey.
That's thanks to his internet connection. We know where Mikey's from.
Let's boot up the Midas already.
Ooh. I don't know. We know some Canucks that have good internet connections. So
true.
And I'm going to stick up for Canucks because we New Zealand and Canada share the same sovereign, so we're kind of related.
I think we really lost Mike here.
Yeah.
Poor guy. And Mercer's gone silent on us.
I'm still here. I'm just waiting for something witty to say, and I can't think of anything.
We did lose Mikey. He's gone.
He might come back in soon.
Yeah,
Yep,
the
he'll probably
scavengers
come
of Independence Day used his satellite.
So, Patrick, we know that
Yeah.
we know that your favorite series is Voyager. Who's your favorite character from Voyager?
The Doc.
The Doc is very
Easy
cool.
one.
Yeah.
The Doctor is everything in that series.
He's my favorite from Voyager.
Yeah, he's great, I think.
Yeah.
Second one would be... yeah, good question. What would be my second one?
But don't forget, Janeway is awesome. The best.
She has her
I'd be
moments.
crazy.
She has her moments. Good and bad.
For some reason, Jeff likes murderers. I don't know why. My favorite from Voyager would be Tom Paris.
Really?
Tom Paris is a dick, but yes, I like him too.
Fair enough.
Now, the reason Voyager is my number one is just because I grew up at it.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was the primary series that was on when I grew up. So, and DS9 is my second one, my second favorite, because of the same reason. It was just before it.
Yeah.
And even that one I hated because it was a stationary show, but then you get to appreciate the storylines. And then TNG, then TOS, and then Enterprise.
Fair enough. I think which show was around when you first get introduced to Star Trek counts for a lot, because I was growing up. I was very young when TNG aired on New Zealand television, so that's probably why it was initially my favorite. Although as I grew up a bit more, even though the technology in filming wasn't as modern as the rest, I really appreciated the TOS a lot more for this style of storytelling.
Yeah. I agree with that. TNG was also when I was 5 or 6 years old, so just a little bit too soon. And even that were reruns, because I was born in 1985, and it started in 1987. I remember something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was reruns, and then Voyager was my prime time.
Yeah, fair enough. That's cool.
Yeah. And still rewatching every series every year. So.
And I like how you put Enterprise in last place. Well done, too.
It is still in last place, but only if you only count the original shows.
Yeah. I think we're all in the same position. Yeah. None of us in this community like New Trek, as far as I can tell.
I do watch it. I will watch every episode just to give it a chance.
Fair enough. You gotta keep it on.
Be right back.
And the Pike show,
okay, Mercer.
I somewhat like. And Lower Decks, I get a good chuckle out of.
Bring on head back there.
But Disco is not my cup of tea.
No, I haven't met any body, maybe one person that likes Discovery. Apart from that, I haven't met anyone that likes it.
Yeah, but I will watch it. I will give it a try. But I have not found any reason to rewatch it.
No, me neither.
Which I do with the old series.
Yeah.
I
Every
don't know.
year.
It's
Mikey?
Mike?
Wait
And
for
it's
it.
gone again.
Wait for it.
You need to account for the phase differential.
Yes.
Poor
It's
guy.
phasing in and out of our continuum.
Maybe we need to reverse the polarity.
Of the neutron flow.
Of course.
Big Doctor
Okay.
Who fan, Patrick. I'm a
Yep.
big Doctor Who fan. Watched it since
too.
82. 82.
I discovered it in 2008.
I was.
The revival.
Okay.
And then started retroactively rewatching the old series also. Yep.
Who's your favorite Doctor?
Would be Tennant still.
Okay, fair enough.
Tennant.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Seventh Doctor is my favorite, and that's where I get my name.
Also
The
very
Professor.
good.
The Professor.
Yep.
Bones is my favorite.
Although I do
Doctor.
I do like Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor, a lot.
Oh, you guys are talking about something else.
Yes, Mercer.
Although Tennant is my favorite one, I did start to like Capaldi in the later
Capaldi, he's very good.
third year. Yeah.
I quite like Matt Smith.
Well, bow ties are cool.
It took me a while to get into the first season when he was in because the one with the whale, it took me a while, but then I really started to like Matt Smith. I also really like Tennant. I need to rewatch more of the classic Doctors because my memories are fading from those shows, so I need to rewatch them.
I've been buying the classic series on Blu-ray as they've been coming out.
Cool.
They've got half of it out now. 13 of the 26 seasons.
That's cool. I'll be right back. I'm just going to push myself up in my chair.
Oh, they just released the 14th set in the UK. It's not out here yet. Mikey has a question.
Yeah, I see it. It's a small place next to Nijmegen. So in the what is it? The other side of the country, next to the German border. Then in the south of the Netherlands. So not one of those big places.
So what's it like there? I've never been to your country.
What's it like here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
just an easy place to live. And nice country, good education, good transportation. Not at all the same as in the US and Canada. Like in the suburban areas, more mixed development. Yeah, and for me it's just normal because I've lived here all my life, of course. So yeah.
Hey,
difficult.
Are you guys interested in seeing that new movie called The Creator?
I just heard about it.
I don't really know what it's about.
It's a sci-fi movie about artificial intelligence, and it's directed by Gareth Edwards, and it has the guy from Tenet. Did you ever see the Christopher Nolan movie Tenet?
I wanted to. I never got around to it. I almost went to the theater to watch it, but I I didn't go.
That was a weird movie. If you think Inception was weird or Interstellar, no, Tenet was really. I'm still trying to crack my noodle around that one.
I should watch it. Right now, I'm watching, rewatching, I should say, because I just bought it. Space Battleship Yamato, $21.99.
Oh, you know what's funny is that there's a new game called where you can play in the Yamato. It's a new browser game. Just look it up on Google for that.
Yeah, I heard
ship.
you talking about that last night.
Yeah, and then of course Salty didn't care to hear it, but yeah, just look it up because I keep seeing ads for it on Facebook. I love that ship. That's one of my favorite ships.
It is a cool ship.
I always was able to draw it. You know, when I was a kid, I was always loving to draw that ship. It's such a weird looking ship. I love the wave motion gun. I love the Japanese live action version. I can't understand anything that they're saying, but I love the style of that movie.
I've not seen the live action.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, the entire thing, and it's just cool to watch because it's kind of looks animated, but not like more realistic. It's just got its own style to it.
Okay. It did not get good reviews from what I've seen.
Well, so I don't. Like I said, I can't understand it, so I have no idea if the story's good. But it looks like a live action version of the cartoon, just visually.
Patrick, Mikey has another question for you.
I'm looking it up for him because I don't even know.
Well, it can't be too close then, huh?
It's about come on. About 90 kilometers.
Okay.
So 1 hour drive.
So they remade the original series, which of course here was called Star Blazers in the States, and probably in a lot of other English speaking countries. Great show. I mean, it really captured my 10-year-old brain when I watched it for the first time, the original series. And they remade it recently. About 10 years ago, they remade it. It's just done very much in the style of the original series. It's how you do a remake. There are some tweaks to the story. They introduce few new characters. There's a little more depth to the characters too, but essentially it's the same story. And it's got this same style of animation. It's got the same music. The music is just iconic with that series, and they kept it for the remake, which was just awesome. And like I said, it's got the same plot basically, and same characters, and just very well made, well done, well thought out remake.
I'm looking at the live action version right now, just trying to find a good shot.
And the wave motion gun, it reminds, I think they got that idea from the Doomsday Machine from Star Trek. It's the same type of thing. It's the same type of thing. The ultimate weapon that just obliterates anything that it shoots at. And it comes out the front of the ship.
Style of it. I always wanted a model of the Yamato, like for my desk.
If you watch the remake, and of course, in the original for the United States, they changed it to the Argo. They called the ship the Argo. And the remake, they kept the name, the Japanese name, and they pronounce it Yamato instead of Yamato.
Huh.
So
in the live action version, it looks real. I'm trying to find it. Like I'm looking at the remake. I don't know if this is the whole movie or not, but
Mr. Vice President.
So we should really pronounce Star Trek's Yamato that was destroyed. We should pronounce it USS Yamato.
Well, they called it the Yamato, so that's how you pronounce it for Star Trek.
I guess, but the words are Japanese, so shouldn't we use the Japanese pronunciation?
That's
Anyway,
a pretty
Technically, we should.
pretty bold claim there, Thomas. Pretty bold.
what I
Professor,
missed
do you
what he
see the link that I put in the private chat?
I've not looked at it.
Thomas, that's absurd. You've said a lot of things over the years, but that's just absurd.
Yep.
Okay, I'm looking at your link now, Mercer. Wow, you don't even have to pay for it, huh?
Yeah,
They
I'm
miss-
trying to find
they-
a better
they-
one.
They misspelled battleship.
That's not a good sign.
No, it isn't.
Trying to find a better video.
Well, it has the look of the show. I'll give it that. I mean, the uniforms are basically the same.
Oh, here's a trailer where you can actually see the ship coming out of the ocean. Of the stand.
Chief and John, do you guys know whether Darren or Indy Tiger are in the audience tonight?
I haven't seen them.
Darren was in the chat during the game, but I haven't seen him for a while.
Okay. I haven't talked to either of those guys for a while. It'd be nice to catch up at some point. And I haven't heard from the blank on his name, which is really embarrassing. I hate blanking on people's names because it seems rude, but I mean no disrespect at all. It just happens. Jay, I haven't heard from Jay in ages, and I hope he's doing okay. Have either of you heard from him?
I have not heard from him. I have sent a few Discord messages to him, which he has not responded to. I asked Mikey because I know he's a co-host on Mikey's channel.
Okay.
Mikey's trying to get a hold of him, so we'll see what's going on. Hopefully.
Hey, do you remember Battle of the Planets? What was
yeah.
that red and blue ship called?
A Phoenix. Fiery Phoenix.
Was it the Phoenix? Okay.
I think
I love
so.
that
I think
show with
well,
their
the
boomerangs, they all have these
American name for it anyway.
What year was that, guys? I never heard of that one.
70s, I
you
think. They each had these boomerangs.
You may know it as G-Force.
No, sorry.
Okay.
What was that? Was that another anime character?
Yeah.
What year did it come out?
Late 70s, I think.
Okay.
Mid or late 70s. The space battleship Yamato was originally made in the early 70s, like 73. It's a great story. It's like the first story I ever watched on TV that has an ongoing arc to it.
That's cool. I
think they were only trying to go like 4.5 light years, right?
No. They had to go to the Large Magellanic Cloud. So it's like 150,000 light years.
Oh, I thought it was only 4 light years. That's what I remember from when I was a kid.
No, 150,000, something like that. They have to leave the galaxy.
My memory stinks. You remember Mask?
The movie?
John? No, the TV cartoon Mask, Mobile Armored Strike Command.
Never saw that one.
The opening
Doesn't ring a bell.
credits are hilarious, but basically, it was like these guys are all secret agents, and they each got like their own individual mask that had a special ability, and they had their vehicles would turn into weapons. So it was kind of similar, like a mixture of GI Joe and Transformers. But the opening credit sequence is brilliant. It just gives you the whole show.
I got a call at this live action movie that you linked to, Mercer. They don't put on the goggles when they fire the wave motion gun.
Okay.
Gotta have the goggles.
Well, I didn't make it, so. But here's the Mask opening credits that I put. They got the opening credits are hilarious because, like, what's so funny about Mask is that they, yeah, that's what I thought, Patrick. Yeah, so like, they're all secret agents. So when they get called to do a mission, they literally stop what they're doing in the middle of what they're doing, instead of to run away to do their mission. I thought John would have heard of it.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it.
They used to have all the figures. I went to a toy show recently, and I got a couple cool things like my Tolian Soren figure, a few other things. I love toy shows.
Yeah, I remember you.
Figure background, Captain Claw. Did they ever make him a figure from Star Trek V?
Nice.
Did they ever make him?
Oh, did they? I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know either.
Well, it's only a dream, right? So it's hard to make. It's hard to make figures out of a fever dream.
Yeah, they did make him.
Doesn't surprise me.
That's awesome. I'll buy it for you, John.
I appreciate that.
If I get some money, like it won't be right away, but if I get some money, extra money, I'll buy him for you because it's like $20, but he's worth it every penny. You have him for your desk.
That would be nice.
That's awesome that they even made him. It's from the lube.
But you're right, Patrick. The nearest star is about 4 light years away. The Alpha Centauri system. Proxima Centauri is the closest star beyond the sun. And I think it's like 3.8 light years approximately.
Yeah.
Mr. AP?
So yay, I remembered something.
You did?
Maybe when Luther was saying they only need to go for 4 light years, maybe you were thinking of the original Lost in Space because they were trying to get to Alpha Centauri, I believe.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Even in the remake, they were trying to get there.
Okay.
But there's a cool shot in the remake of Space Battleship Yamato, because they get this technology where they can warp and jump through a wormhole, basically, and go faster than light. And that's how they're getting to the Large Magellanic Cloud. But in the series, the Earth is being bombarded by these planet bombs, and it's just wiping out the surface of the Earth and the atmosphere, and that's why they have to go on this journey, because they can get a device to restore the Earth. But when they get out 8 light years, they look back and they see a pristine Earth. And they're kind of in shock at first, but then they realize that they're looking at the Earth 8 years ago before the planet bombs.
Oh, wow.
So that was a neat idea that they did in the remake.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
You know what I always wondered, especially when I was a kid, is like you know, like the further away you look, the further back in time you're going. I always wondered if we could see our star where it originally was. It was if we could see versions of our star, one star that we see now or like 8 minutes from now, but maybe one version of it where it was like millions of years ago. We see it today. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Like, I always wondered if we could see our own star where it was millions of years ago, and we're finally getting to see it.
No, because the sun is traveling slower. I mean, than
But
the
it's
light
still
is.
traveling, and it still moved with a million. Let's say a million years. It
You'd have
moves
to
through our galaxy.
you'd have to travel faster than light in order to see it like that.
No. Because if we could see other stars that are millions of light years away, why can't we see our own star when it was there a million years ago?
Because it's traveling slower than light, so the light is outpacing the movement of the star.
Now I'm confused. Can I talk to Neil deGrasse Tyson, please?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have him on speed dial, so
I didn't think you did, but yeah, it kind of makes sense. But it's a question I came up with.
yeah, the light is traveling faster than the star is traveling through space.
Right. I gotcha.
So the light is outpacing the star itself.
Oh, I see. But by
So
the
the
time
light
it
would
gets
be
to
way
us,
gone.
but by the time it gets to us, but if the light takes a million years to get to us, maybe that was our star.
No, because then the star would have to be traveling faster than light to arrive at this point before the light reaches here.
I see. Thank you. That makes sort of
stars
sense.
do not travel at warp.
Exactly.
Why didn't Cooper just look at the planets and say, hey, this planet looks like crap. Let's not land there at all?
Yes, Thomas, we are moving with the sun. And unless you talk to certain people, then the sun is moving with us. But we won't go into that.
It's a fake.
So I've got a
Mr. President or Vice President?
I missed that last bit when you brought up. What did I miss?
I was saying it was a fake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, Patrick. I'm sorry I missed it.
Not a problem.
So the sun is shining in my window now because it's a sunny day. How old would the light be that I'm seeing? Because I forget
About
how
8
far
minutes.
away.
Well, that's a complicated question.
Oh.
And here's why. Okay, so once the light leaves the surface of the sun, it takes about 8 minutes to reach us.
Yeah.
But the light, before it leaves the surface of the sun, actually bounces around inside the sun all over the place, and we don't know how long it's been inside the sun before it actually leaves the surface.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
But if you discount that, it's about 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's like 8.25 minutes or something.
Okay.
So it's a little over 8 minutes.
So if something really bad,
if Dr. Soren would fire a rocket at our sun, we would not see it for about 8 minutes, just over.
Yeah.
So not like in the movie.
Yeah, they took a little liberty, didn't they, Patrick, in the movie?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Are you talking about Generations?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
The solar probe.
That was gonna be my next
Yeah.
question. Is if something bad happened to the sun, we wouldn't know it till 8 minutes later then?
Right. Because it would take 8 minutes for the light to reach us.
Yeah.
If the sun suddenly disappeared for whatever reason, poof, it's gone. It would take 8 minutes for us to know it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hope in 8 minutes' time we're still here.
We wouldn't even feel the loss of the gravitational pull of the sun for 8 minutes.
Okay.
Because gravity also travels at the speed of light through, and I wish Yitsa was here. Space-time!
I didn't know that.
You know that there are times when a lightning bolt first hits the Earth, it's hotter than the surface of the sun.
Yes, indeed.
I've heard that.
Oh wow!
And also,
but
sometimes
not the interior
corona
of the sun.
Yeah, the corona of the sun is actually hotter than the sun itself.
That's true.
That reminds me of a question, Mercer, that maybe one of you can answer. In Star Trek, they always say plasma storms, but isn't plasma storm not just lightning, or something similar to lightning?
Yeah, it's probably
And a
energy.
thunderstorm.
It's just an anomaly, whatever the writers want it to be. But yeah, it causes problems for Starfleet vessels in particular.
Well, but also planetary. I mean, when, for example, that Voyager episode when Janeway and Chakotay were on the planet, then the monkey came warning them of that storm that was approaching.
Yeah, I don't remember that episode, but I keep thinking when you guys mentioned plasma storms, I keep thinking of Nemesis when Geordi's like, that plasma storm doesn't look too neighborly.
Was it a plasma storm or ion storm?
I don't remember
now.
I don't know, but it was such a terrible. Like you could tell that LaForge didn't care. You could tell that like LeVar Burton just didn't care anymore.
John, what was that? Sorry.
I think a lot of times they'll just add plasma in front of something to make it sound like sciencey and futuristic.
Quantum.
So, here's a question.
That's what I was just thinking, Patrick. Quantum.
Here's a question for you. What is your favorite line reading? And I'll give an example from Star Trek. Like not just the line itself, but the way that it's delivered. One of my favorites is in The Hunted from TNG, because Geordi didn't have a lot to do in that episode. But at one point, the guy comes into engineering. We don't see it because they didn't have the money to do this fight. But the guy goes into engineering and takes out the entire engineering team. So when Geordi wakes up, he's like, when they're talking about how many security officers they're going to get, and he's like, you want my advice? Double it.
Double it.
And I'm just like, that is the ultimate line reading from somebody who had almost nothing to do with this episode. So, yeah, do you guys have like a favorite line reading? Khan doesn't count either.
Why don't go ahead, Mr. Vice President?
It's cliche, but my one is from Measure of a Man, where Captain Picard talks about the mission to seek out a new life, and he goes, and there it sits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good one.
Good call on that one, man. Really good call.
Yeah.
One that comes to mind for me is from the episode Rules of Engagement, which is when Worf is on trial. The Klingons want to extradite him.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the episode, Cisco has figured out what their plan was. And so he finally confronts the Klingon lawyer with, isn't it possible?
Oh, yeah.
In a way that only Avery Brooks could do.
Yeah, that's a total. My favorite Avery Brooks is when he's like, when he tells Quark, there was an episode where Quark was like, when Quark was setting up those guys to shoot each other, I forget the name of the episode, Business as Usual. And then Quark's like, at the end, Cisco's like, sounds good to me, like in the most threatening way he could. What was it? He was like, Works for me. That's what it was. Works for me. Only the way Cisco could do it. Yeah. Your category, who's Cisco yelling at, is probably my favorite single category.
It was a good category.
We got to talk about our favorite categories for this game, and that's my favorite.
Oh, for me, I guess it's from the Doomsday Machine when Spock is relieving Commodore Decker. You get, Commodore Decker, you're relieved of command. I don't recognize your authority to relieve me. Spock's just calm. You may file a formal protest to Starfleet Command.
He said.
Commodore,
That's good.
I do not wish to place you under arrest. You wouldn't dare. You're bluffing. Vulcans never bluff.
It's almost like Decker had a bunch of marbles. It's like Decker had a bunch of marbles in his mouth while he was delivering the dialogue.
That one reminds me of I know we're jumping franchises here, but there was a similar one where I think it was Sheridan tells Ivanova to escort one of the Ministry of Peace officials or someone like that off CNC, and she just says, "You will resist, I hope."
Yeah, Ivanova had a lot of great lines.
Yeah, you will resist, I hope.
She said that sarcastic tone all the time.
Yeah, and also Garibaldi, where he's I hope this isn't too spoilery for you, John. I'm not going into main plots, but there's one point where he goes, he's cornering a crook with some data that the crook shouldn't have, and he wants him to hand over the data crystal, and Garibaldi starts shooting very close to his face, but deliberately missing. And he says, "Yeah, I don't have time for this, and I haven't had my breakfast. And when I don't have my breakfast, I get rather silly. And the whole time he's just shooting on the side of his face, to scare him. And then he points directly at him and says, "Now give me the damn Daddy Crystal." Yeah.
One of my favorite Ivanova scenes is when they put a gift shop on the station. And Ivanova has this, was it like a bear or something?
Yeah.
And, there are a lot of claims that Paramount stole the idea for Deep Space Nine from Babylon 5. So they put this line into the dialogue, and she says, "We're not some deep space franchise. This station is about something." It was just a great line.
There's one other line reading I want to mention. There was this episode where they were chasing after DNA fragments, and there was a Klingon in the 10 forward, and he tries to headbutt Data, and then Data reminds him that his spine is made his spine and head are like made out of something, right? But then Data just does this little nod at the end of the, just to like reassure that no, there's no way you're going to beat me at headbutting. It's just like another little nod when he says, "This is what I made out of. There's nothing you can do about it." You John remembers.
Yeah, I know the scene you're talking about.
Yeah, I just love that little nod at the end. Only Brent Spiner is brilliant as Data. It's the way he does that.
To answer your question, Mercer, my line reading that I like is the scene between Garrick and Dr. Bashir. That he goes from, "My dear doctor, they're all true, even the lies, especially the lies."
Yeah. And what was the one where Garrick was Odo was in the reflection, and they did the whole scene with Odo in the reflection, And I think you used it in one of your clues tonight when he's like, unfortunately, I'm a very good tailor.
Yep.
I think was from that episode.
Oh yeah.
From the Dias cast, I think.
Yep.
I like that. You have some really good categories. Like I said, Cisco's yelling at is a very good category.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just amazed that you keep coming up with these, John.
Yeah.
Oh, I try my best.
You
Sometimes
do
I'm
very
like,
well. Very well.
Oh,
I was
thank
thinking, I had this epiphany. Like, by the way, I thought of a bunch of categories. If you ever want to pick my brain, just ask me because I think of it while I'm at work. But the other night I was sitting there and I'm thinking, you could take the movie First Contact and say that this first category is the beginning of First Contact, then the middle, because they're almost like three separate movies, then the end of First Contact, because like the movie is so different. Every act is different from the other act. So you could do questions on just the first 15 minutes of the film, and then questions on the middle part of the film, and then I don't know.
I must admit, I've never understood. I mean, obviously
I
there
will
is a
take
difference.
what? How many decks for 100?
Yeah,
That's good. That's really good.
yeah. I must admit, I've never understood how how acts are calculated, and I know a scene is a particular event in a show, but I don't really know the difference between an act and a scene, and what where Act One ends and Act Two begins, and so on and so on. I'm not really.
It's subjective, Vice President. It's subjective. Not everyone's going to agree, but basically, like the first third is Act One, the second third is Act Two, but it changes. Some movies are pretty clear, like when you take Star Wars, everything from when they leave Tatooine, that's Act One, and then Act Three would begin when they get to the Rebel base and they're preparing to fight the Death Star.
Okay.
So like that's like the simplest act structure of all the movies. But usually like for example, Empire Strikes Back, Act One is Hoth, Act Two is the chases and asteroids and Dagobah, and then Act Three would be when they get to Cloud City. That's just a guideline. Some people might disagree with that, but usually like it's just a way to like most people, even if you don't have the same interpretation as to when an act starts and ends as somebody else, if you say, well, this movie didn't work for me in the third act, that means you're talking about the last part of the movie, when the last section of the movie. And it doesn't have to be exact. It's just a way to shorten what, like, if you're talking about a movie, it's a way to like say, it's a way to do a shortcut as to like what area of the movie you're having problems with or you're talking about.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's just a general guide. They can, if somebody were to ask you what do you mean, then you can go more specific. But if you say, "Oh, this movie here, I had a problem with the first act," then they kind of know what you're talking about for the most part if they've seen it.
And do episodes have acts too, or is it just movies?
Well, acts and episodes are a little different because acts and movies, there's no definitive act number. Usually, it's just when you feel it, and it's a 3-act movie. It's when you feel it starts. But when they talk about acts in TV shows, it's usually the commercial breaks, like the teaser is before the opening credits. Act One is everything before the first actual commercial. Act Two is the next, like the actual spaces between the commercials. That's what the acts are.
That'll be difficult because in different countries they either add slightly differently.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
But for example, if you were to say this scene in Act 4 of this Enterprise episode, most people will be able to say, "Oh, okay." They could go back and go to that actual act.
Since this is a question that I asked, do you want to be kind and pick another franchise?
Well, it is the same franchise as DS9. Voyager, TNG, TOS.
Yeah.
It's all Star Trek.
I admit I shouldn't have used the word franchise. I should have said another show. For your example.
I had to point that out, Mr. Vice President.
Admitting you are my poking fun at Enterprise. If you didn't, I would have been banned from the channel a long time ago.
On a separate note, there used to be a website called Zarbin.com that was taken down, and it's never been replaced. Oh, name your favorite wars. I will in just a second. They used to have fan commentaries for movies and episodes that you could listen to what people say. I mean, obviously, I love the Star Destroyers, but my favorite new ship has got to be the Luthen ship from Andor, the Hallcraft. That's an awesome ship. And those in Rogue One, they had these. I'm answering the question from Mikey. They had these TIE fighters that could go in the air. They were shaped differently. I forget what they were called. They were like more aerodynamic in Rogue One. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember seeing them. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, but they were the ones that were shooting at Jyn when she was on that bridge. They were really cool looking. So yeah, I'm not really. I'm as for Star Trek ships, I'm more of like classic Enterprise from the movie, from Star Trek 2. Orville would probably say the Pterodons are my favorite.
Well, from Star Wars, I've always loved the Snow Speeders. They were just a cool ship, I thought.
What about you, Patrick?
But they were when they brought them back for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, they looked terrible because they didn't use the right model, I guess. I do like those ships, though. But when they were brought back for Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm like, really? The special effects were poor.
I guess I didn't notice that.
Did you see that show?
I did. I did see Obi-Wan.
I feel bad for you.
I actually like the series.
I remember when they were trying to rescue them from that big base. Those are the snowspeeder like ships. And they were going to run into the base.
They're going to run into the base?
Yeah, there was not enough room for them to pull up, but they pulled up anyway. It was just a badly done fight scene.
Okay.
Yeah, it's terrible. You know what ship I do like, real quick? I just remembered the one that from the new trilogy. Even though I don't like the new trilogy, I liked Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. That was badass.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Now, it may not be canon. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's in the new series, the TIE Defender. I don't know if it's ever been in a canon show or not, but I always loved that from. I always loved it from the TIE Fighter video game.
Is that the one with 3 wings?
No. Let me see. Yeah. I'm sorry. It is. Yeah.
Yes, they used that in Rebels, so I think it is officially canon now.
Okay. That's just a cool ship, and it was probably overpowered in the game, but it was just a really cool ship.
Well, I'm starting to fade, guys. I got to hit the bed. So,
well, thanks for joining us, Mercer.
Thank you all. I got to get up for the flea market tomorrow. It was really great chatting.
Well, we appreciate you coming on the show.
This time I'm logging off for real. You guys can keep chatting, but I'm going to say goodnight. Talk to you later.
Mercer.
Have a good night, Mercer.
Bye. Yeah, for me, the X-Wing is still the favorite Star Wars ship. currently building one for a nephew of mine, 3D
Cool.
printed.
Very cool.
And yeah, my favorite Trek ship is Voyager. Always will be Voyager.
Fair
I
enough.
like them all, but Voyager, no.
For Star Trek, it's probably the Defiant for me from DS9. Although the refit
Tough little ship.
Enterprise, little.
Enterprise, which one?
The refit
No bloody
Enterprise.
A. Yeah, no bloody A, B, C, or D. Yeah, the refit is also majestic.
She's a beauty.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say Voyager, refit, E, then D, and then I would go with Excelsior. Yeah. And then just a bunch after that. Defiant is also a nice one, but I disliked the nacelles being tucked into the sides.
So that's the ship I'm talking about, the TIE Defender.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
that's cool.
It is a cool
Yeah,
ship.
try
It's
really
fast
tight.
and it's very fast and has a lot of armament. And it has shields, unlike a lot of the TIE series.
Oh. Where did Musa go?
You went to
He's
bed.
going to bed. Yeah.
Okay. I had to go and push myself up in the chair, so I missed saying goodbye to him. But hopefully he doesn't think I'm rude.
Going to bed. Something I should do, but nah.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna start winding down the stream soon anyway.
Yeah.
Been a good chat,
We've been
though.
going over 3 hours.
Indeed.
Yeah, another big stream. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President.
Until then.
That's been
Even
pleasure
with your
being here.
quips about Enterprise.
It wouldn't have even been so bad if they just give it a different name. They shouldn't have used that name for a non-Federation ship. But anyway.
Was the Defender in the sequel trilogy?
Not that I
remember.
recall.
I don't remember seeing it. Although I only saw the last 2 films once each, so I actually liked The Force Awakens. I saw that several times. Last Jedi,
fact,
Rise of Skywalker.
And Mr. President, Vice President. The fun fact: for Trek Yards, I'm the captain of the Annex 01.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Interesting. Hey, I won't hold it against you.
No. Well, it could have been worse. I was first captain of the Franklin, but luckily we destroyed it in a role-playing game.
Be careful what you say there.
Yep, I know. Really hated that one.
Well, my last name is Franklin, so.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Did not know that.
Now you do.
I didn't know that either.
Have you seen A Question of Trek, Patrick? A Question of
what
Trek.
question?
A Question of Trek. It's a YouTube channel.
Oh no, have not.
I'm on that channel as well, and we have animated
Okay.
Trek adventures. One of our co-hosts, she animates, and we do voice characters. And I'm the admiral, and I have my own ship, and it's the USS Franklin.
Nice.
It's a Defiant class ship.
Then that's fine. Just the one in the from the movie that I hate. Just a pre Annex 01 type of ship that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I
But
don't
I
know.
will
Don't
watch for it
really
on
know
YouTube.
what movie you're referring to. This strange timeline I've never heard of. So.
Yeah. You need to cross the streams to get there. Yeah, that's when you become a member, then you get to just assign something, and then so I bumped up to captain, and then got my own ship, and yay, and got a Franklin, and damn it, should not have done that.
Mikey, you got the town wrong.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
fun
that's-
to see that in New Zealand the sun is shining, because it's here it's pretty dark outside.
It's midnight for John. It's 11 p.m. for me.
And 6 a.m. for me here. Wow, time zones.
Indeed.
I do have a quick question for John and Professor after the stream ends, but I'll try and get it over and done with quickly, guys, so I don't hold you up too late.
The answer is Janeway is the best, and Enterprise is an awesome series.
I agree with half of that statement.
That was not the question.
Well,
And,
that is,
It's still the
John,
answer. It's still the answer.
John, I'm going to regret this, but what was you said he was right for half? What was the half that he was correct about?
I agree with the half about Enterprise being an awesome show.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that.
what I would like to know, Mr. Vice President, what the Enterprise? You said it should have a different name. The ship, of course.
Yeah.
But are there other parts of that show that you do not like, or like less than the rest?
Oh dear. You had to ask that question,
Yeah,
didn't
I
you?
had to ask it.
Gone through so
We'll be here another hour, maybe two.
Okay, in one line.
Too late
In one
slash,
sentence.
it's too late slash early in the day for it to go on. But basically, I have a problem with a lot of the short version is I have a lot of problems with the continuity errors of the show and the way the Vulcans were portrayed in the show.
Okay.
And of course, as I already mentioned, the ship named Enterprise, they should have still kept Kirk's. I know technically Kirk's was a Federation ship, and technically Enterprise, the show, was before the Federation, but to me it's still bad form. They should have still kept.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
For me, because I also told you that I didn't like the show because when it aired, and then started to appreciate it later. For me, it was being a prequel. And,
yes, I don't like prequels either.
And the visuals, and that's just fun now with New Track, but the visuals were too advanced for its time. They had LCD screens, they had touch screens, and TOS did not have that. So for me, that was that doesn't fit.
Yeah,
and now going into the whole the situation with all the new series, the visual reboots, then I'm again doesn't fit. And why did I hate Enterprise again?
Yeah.
And I didn't like this Indie arc the first time I watched it.
As Darren said, sorry, apologies, Darren. I have a cousin called Darren, so if you're watching this, that's why I always get your name wrong, because I always think of my cousin Darren and not Darren. But Darren said once, and it was a very good point, that in the first seasons of the show, they made the NX-01 Enterprise travel a lot farther than it should be capable of, and it was outdoing the 1701. Whereas I understand in the 4th season they fixed that and made it go a lot shorter, and it always returned to Earth frequently, which was an improvement. So they just should have waited before starting the show and not rushed it. Ironed out a lot of the kinks before it aired. But that's not the way.
Well, I don't know about outpacing the 1701, or out traveling the 1701. I don't see that in the Enterprise.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, the 1701 made it to the center of the galaxy in a day.
That was the dream.
In a dream.
A dream, yeah,
In
that's
a dream,
true.
yeah, indeed.
Although they also did it in the animated series, so
That was
Oh,
also a
did
fever
you?
dream.
But not necessarily so quickly.
true. But if they got there within their lifetime, Janeway would be very upset.
That is true.
Mhm.
So
Yep. Exactly that.
Indeed. Anyway, I should let you gentlemen get
Yeah.
some sleep. Thank you very much for a great conversation and a great game as always. And
Thank
very
you for
nice to
having me.
meet you, Patrick.
Thank you also. Very nice to meet you too, Twee. And excellent questions, John.
Thank you.
And we'll try to be here next week, but can't promise that I will be awake.
that's understandable with your time differential.
Yeah. Today I was also
It's-
a little bit.
It's all wibbly,
late.
wibbly
Wibbly
wobbly,
wobbly.
timey wimey.
Indeed, it is. Hey, have a good one, guys.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining us, Patrick.
Thank you.
I'll say good night to everyone out there who joined us, and we look forward to seeing you back at our usual time next week.
And check out our 500th subscriber for Question of Trek. We're having a special tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Will
See
do.
ya. See you guys later.
Bye.
See you, everyone.